I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we have an open challenge for the Muhammadan to tell us who is Allah. It's a question we always will ask, and Muslims have no answer. One of the weird things about this cult, it's called Islam, that those Muslims, they keep talking about their God, but the second you ask them who is your God, they give you the most funny answers you can imagine. And today we will show you another example. My Skype is open, and we challenge, literally challenge Muslims to call us and tell us who is Allah. Before we start, I just received a message from a person, I think most of you heard him live on air, converting to Christianity. He sent me pictures of himself getting baptism. I'm so happy for you, my friend. And I'm always glad to see new Christians, especially those who used to be Muslims. And you know, it's very beautiful actually to see such a move in the life of a human being, changing from following the pagan religion of Islam to become a true believer in the true God, our Lord, the Messiah. So we are happy for you, and I hope soon all your families will accept the Messiah, and they will, you know, they will join your journey. I'm not going to show, you know, like the pictures, because this is very private, but we are very happy for you, and we would like to see more people accepting Christ. If there is any Muslim can tell us who is Allah, please feel free. You know, if we go and search in the internet, there's millions of videos talking about Allah, who is Allah. But the second you start asking really questions about this God, I mean, they give you that he's God. Okay, he's God, and there's millions of gods. How does God he prove himself? What your God he said about himself? What the Muslims knows about their God is zero. Even these days, the Muslims are so bankrupt to the point when they try to prove their God to us, they go even to the Hindu scriptures. I mean, can you believe it that there's a human being? He claimed that Hindus are pagans. This is what they claim. And then they go to the Hindu scriptures to find the God of the Hindus to be exactly the God of the Muslims. And then they make, you know, make videos by the famous one of them saying the concept of God in Islam. I don't know what concept is that. What do you mean concept of God? Because concept of God is going to be concept of man. Is it who your God who says about himself? If you listen to those videos, and you know, I saw all kind of funny comments from the Muhammadan. One of them says that Allah he contacted Muhammad directly by saying to him, say. But all of us, we knew that Muhammad never received a message directly. Supposedly there's an angel, his name is Jibreel, and as usual there's no witnesses. But I could not believe that the bankruptcy of this cult will go far to the point not only they try to attach themselves to Christianity, Judaism, even to attach themselves to the Hindus.
Regarding the concept of God in Islam, is quote to you Surah Ikhlas, chapter number 112, verse number 1 to 4, which says, Qul huwallahu ahad. Say, He is Allah one and only. Allah Hussamad. Allah, the absolute and eternal. Lam yalid walam yulad. He begets not, nor is begotten. Walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. There's nothing like Him. This is the four-line definition of Almighty God given in the glorious Quran.
Have you ever heard of definition like this? Say that Allah is one of, not one, one of. And then He don't give birth, neither He was born. So, and nobody is equal like Him. What does that mean? Still, you don't tell me anything about your God. There's a concrete column in my yard. He don't give birth, and He don't eat, and He don't sleep, and He is one. Is that God? So when this God, He tried to tell about Himself, He failed. All those information is useless. What we will do with this information? Is it really information? It doesn't make any sense. But not only that, they go farther. They try to find Allah in the Hindu scriptures.
Any person says so and so candidate is God. If that candidate fits in this four-line definition, we Muslims have got no objection in accepting that candidate as God. And this is exactly what is also mentioned in the Hindu scriptures, the same 4 points.
This is exactly what mentioned in the Hindu scriptures. Did you hear it, Muslims? Exactly. So, if you Muslims consider the Hindus will go to hell, so how you are stealing the 4 point of the Hindu belief and put it in your book? If you tell me the Hindu they start from us, people will laugh at you because the Hindus are exist thousands of years before you. There's a person, he said, well, isn't it the flood of Noah? The flood of Noah is mentioned somewhere in the Hindu scriptures. My friend, about the flood, not Noah. My friend, as long as the flood was a global flood, so every nation should mention it. Why not? Like, do you think only the Christian they knew it? Only the Jews? This was a global flood. So it's very normal that the Chinese will mention it, the Hindu will mention it, everybody will mention it. This is a proof that the Bible telling the truth. However, here we have a desperate religion trying to find their God in the book of the Hindus, and they say the Hindus believe in the same.
The first is Qul huwallahu ahad. Say He is Allah one and only.
Someone saying that Zakir Naik trying to convert Hindus. My friend, it doesn't work this way. Because now the Hindus, they will find that they are right. If you just say to them that our religion came long after you, and we have the same concept of God, so why a Hindu will leave his concept of God and follow your concept of God, which is nothing new. You just told us it's the same. So it's very stupid of those Abdul to say, oh, I'm going to try to convert the Hindus by saying we have the same concept of God. Because according to Islam, the Hindus are pagans. So if the Hindu, they have the same concept of God, so why you call them pagans then? What is exactly make them pagan for you? And if I am a Hindu, why now I'm going to leave my Hindu religion when I am the one who came long before you and you are copying me from me, obviously? Why I want to go after the fake religion and abandon the original one? Here Zakir Naik start quoting for us his intelligence and his knowledge
only. Same as Chandogya Upanishad, chapter number 6, section number 2, verse number 1, which says, Ekkam evidityam, God is only one, without a second. The second point, Allah.
You will notice here that the Hindu scriptures is more clear, way more clear than the scriptures of Islam. Because when it says God is one without a second, right? The God of Islam, you know, he always speak about God as a second or third person. If we go in the Quran and we type the word we, and the Muslim, they will give you answer, says, oh, well, when Allah he say we, he is just making a majestic claim. But this is the most stupid thing ever to say, because why God need to use we to feel better if he is not we? Is he we or he is one? Is he we, or he is, or inna? Let us say inna. Who is the one who sent the Quran? One God or many God? If you read really the Quran, you will find that the one who sent the Quran is a group. It says inna. Look how many times. Inna anzalna ilayka al-kitab. Inna anzalna al-Tawrat. Inna. All of those is inna. What inna mean? You go and read the translation. It says, surely we have revealed the book to you. So this God is one, but always he speak about we, God, sending down the book. But why does God he need to say we if he is one? So either we have to accept that this God is mentally ill, he feel better when he say we, or he is we. Do we have any Muslim can explain to us why Allah he say we? And by the way, for me, it doesn't matter really if Allah one or two or three. You see, having many gods will not change the fact of your God being true or not. If your God is true, or your gods is true, then your God is true. If somebody believe in a million God and they are exist, then nothing wrong with that then. The question is his God is a true God? So the Muslims themselves, they tell us, no, he is not a true God. Why? Because there's no true God. He like to call himself a fake name. There's no true God. He will consider himself we when he is one. There's no true God. He need the letters to make him feel majestic or powerful. What is going to happen if Allah says I mean, what is the problem? What he will lose exactly? Do we have any Muhammadan? My Skype is open. Please feel free. Especially if you are a sheikh, you are more than welcome to call me. Again, by the way, I want to remind you to subscribe to my other account, the Arabian Prophet. Maybe the admin, they can post it for you. Because soon we will stop going live here and we will go to the other account. So we will be here for a few, maybe a week or two, or maybe less. And then we will start going live in the other account. All right? And for sure, it doesn't matter for you where I go, right? It is who is the person speaking, not where. It's just a YouTube channel anyway. So we will be in the Arabian Prophet. Remember to subscribe and join us. And you can always check where I'm going to be live in Patreon. Do we have any Muslim belong to the God we? Do we have any Muhammadan? He belong to the God we, so he can call us. Who is a Muslim? He followed the God we. Mayday, mayday, mayday. We need, we Muslims, to call the we Allah to tell us why he become we. And why he don't feel good for being I. What the we will do? Either you say it's a fake we, or tell us why he is we. So the idea, the concept of Islam is messed up. Especially when he say, surely we have revealed. Anyone who knew, he have little brain. The second you say we, you are saying to me we are many. You do not need to be genius. So how many revealed? Harun, he says, the queen say we. So Allah is a queen. The queen, she speak in the name of the nobles. who one of them one day will be a king too, or a queen, or a queen. You see, this is the shallow, silly answer of the Muhammadan. Look at this answer. The queen, brother, she say we. Okay, but she is a queen because she is not ruling by herself. She ruled in the name of the nobles who choose her, elected her to be a queen. And one day she will die, and one of those nobles will become a queen or a king. So when Allah he say we, he is speaking in the name of other authority, or he is the only one who have the authority? Is Allah elected by the nobles? So in linguistic way, it's stupid. In religion way, it's stupid. It doesn't matter where you take it, it's stupid. This is how the Muslims, they explain their shallow God. Look at the answer. And not only that, Allah is compared to she. That's a good one. By the way, this is another question. Why Allah keeps saying it is he? Is your God Allah a male or a female? So let us put he next to we. So now we have he, we. I mean, how stupid is that? He and we. How Allah speak about himself and he say we, and then he say he. Okay, who, the one who say he who is who? Who is he? We understand that now the one is talking is a group of Allahs. They are saying we. But when the Quran says it is he who created for you, who is talking? The Muslim, they will say to us, Allah. If Allah is the one who is talking, why is saying it is he? So who is here from the Muhammadan who follow he, we, God? If there's anybody, my Skype is open. If you are a person who follow he, we, please text me in Skype and I will be happy to call you and we can hear your answer. You know, I have no problem with your God being he, we, but it sound like, I don't know, sound like this God is coming from Hawaii and he have a bunch of feather around his waist. Like he, we, like what is that? Then if we read the whole Quran to understand who is this God, we get nothing. You see, the Muslim, they say Allah have 99 names. Right? 99 names. If you read those names, you will see the most stupid names ever, and none of them is even telling us who is this Allah. What is this? Do we have any Muhammadan? Mayday, mayday, if you are a person who follow he, we, God, please, you are welcome to call us and we will listen to you carefully. Very carefully. Until now, I see no text message from anyone who follow he, we, God. That's good. At least they notice that their God doesn't make sense. That's why they are not contacting us. Otherwise, trust me, they will be lined up to prove us wrong. Don't text me in Skype, please, unless you are a Muslim, you want me to call you. You have to be a Muhammadan who follow the he, we, God. If you are not a Muhammadan who follow the he, we, God, don't send me hello. Anyone? You see, the Muslim, they're funny, they say to us, why you don't debate this guy? Why you don't debate this guy? First of all, we don't debate Muhammadan. Just to let you know. I never debated one. Here we do roasting. Debate have to be first between two decent people. Have you ever heard of a Muslim defending Islam was decent in his answer? The only one who can be decent is the one maybe from ISIS. He said it as it is. Yeah, this is what it says. Maybe from Al-Qaeda. But I never saw a Muslim in YouTube who live in the West, or even those who live in Saudi Arabia, because they fear their government, to say what really Islam is about. Do we have anyone who believe in Hiwi, God? After we finish, then you will see the Muslims saying, why you don't debate this guy? Why you don't debate this guy? Give me their Skype, I will call them right now. With no exception. I don't care what their name, Susu, Dudu, Mimi, Sufu, Fufu, Kuku, all of them, still they are we God worshippers, and they cannot answer me, and they cannot debate me. Last time we have a Muslim, he called me. He promised he is going to call his Imam. I don't know if he's listening. Did he call your Imam? What happened to this guy? Remember him? He said he want to call the Mufti, not only the Imam, the Mufti, which means the highest of the Imams. It's like saying the Patriarch, the highest bishop, the Mufti. So do we have anyone from the we God followers would like to call us? Anyone? Nobody? Okay. Well, then we continue with the and then here Allah, he says, supposedly, the one who's talking is Allah. Is one Muslim, they say, surely we revealed the book to judge between people. Muslims, did Allah reveal the book to Muhammad? Who is a Muhammadan? He agreed that Allah, he revealed the book. Who is a Muhammadan here? He agreed that Allah, he revealed a book. First, in Arabic, it doesn't say we revealed. In Arabic, it says وَأَنزَلْنَا. Anzalna mean we send down. Muslims, did Allah send down a book to Muhammad? My friend, he can, he can contact me in Skype, no problem. Your friend from the UK. My Skype is open, as you see. I don't know who will contact me. I don't know who is going to call me. You have to text me first, and then I will call you. Just text me, say I'm a Muslim, I will call you. Here you see the stupidity of this religion, because Allah never sent a book to Muhammad. Never. How in the world the Quran says we send you a book? Not only we send you down. If Allah, he sent down a book, then when this verse was mentioned, Muhammad have a book already. Is that correct, people? Are we listening? You see, if you are writing an article about politics, people will laugh at you if you are Allah. If you are writing an article about psychology, people will die laughing at you if you are Allah. If you are writing an article about religion, here we go, we are laughing at you, Allah. You did not send to Muhammad a book yet, so how you say that we send down a book for you? I mean, every single word is stupid. Muhammadan, did Muhammad receive a book? Chapter 4, verse number 105 says, I send you down a book. Did he send a book? If you say to me Allah don't mean a book, and he say a book, that's mean Allah is a liar. In the best scenario, Allah don't speak good Arabic. Like Christian Prince one day, because his English was bad, he went to a chat room, instead of saying hello guys, I said hello gays. But this is a Christian Prince, and English is not his first language. So it's accepted for a person who don't speak good English, he's learning, to say such a mistake, or to do such a mistake. But this is God. We have a Muslim saying he is a Muslim. Let us see. Let us hope that this is not someone, his first name start with ultimate and end with fort. Hello? Hello? That's him, I think. Probably. He hung up. I don't know what happened. It says Abdul is unavailable. What we can do? Abdul is unavailable. What you can do about that? Is unavailable. Okay, Abdul. When you are available, let me know. All right. So, do we have any Abdul? He is available. Anyone? Hello? I need your comment about Ustaz Harry Herawan from Indonesia. Are you sure his name is Harry Herawan, not Harry Booter? Who in the world this is Harry Herawan? I have no idea. We have too much, you know, we Middle Eastern, we are Arab, we are very hairy already, so we do not need a hairy Ustaz. His name is Harry Ustaz? Okay. What happened? Do you know that the Bible supports slavery, Muslim men? Oh, thank you, Muslim, for telling us. We do not know that. But the stupid thing is that all your religion is about slavery. Like, are you making a point to prove the Bible wrong or to prove the Bible right? Isn't it your prophet, he have tons of slaves, one of them is Bilal? And the poor Bilal was begging for his freedom. Please, free me, for if you bought me for the sake of Allah, free me for the sake of Allah. Supposedly the Muslim, he's like he's putting you in the corner. Like, do you know? Muslim, no. I just heard that from you. But how your stupid prophet, he says, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. Like, what the heck? I think your prophet, when he said that, he was taking too much hashish. And why he not? I mean, look at this prophet. He is following a God. This God surely is not sure if he is he or we. Do you see the word surely? I love it. Surely we is sure that he is we. How sure you are? Are you sure like Allah that Allah is we? Or you believe that Allah is not we? Any Abdul? Now if you have an Ustad from Indonesia, now I don't speak Indonesian for sure, you have to get me somebody to speak English. Or he is welcome to call me and he bring a translator with him. That would be good. Right? So surely we have revealed a book. Anyone from those who follow surely God? Muqtada al-Arabi? No, my friend, I don't have any. I don't use WhatsApp. You know, why I want to use WhatsApp? I mean, look, we are reading the book of WhatsApp. The whole book is WhatsApp. You read it from the end to the end, to the beginning to the end. And by the way, where is the end and where is the beginning? Because the Muslims, they switch the end, the beginning they put it in the end, and the end they put it in the beginning. So the whole Quran is WhatsApp. After finishing reading the whole Quran, you come with a conclusion with what? What's up? Because you understand nothing. This book is the book of what's up. Who is the God is talking? Okay, Mr. Abdul Aziz trying to contact me again. I think this guy is just an idiot. I call him, he declined the call. I just block you. He's just a kid. Do we have anyone from those who follow God? What's up? The what's up God. Surely we have revealed the book. I mean, this is a verse. We did not even read the whole book. And look at the stupidity of the Quran. Allah saying to Muhammad, don't debate those who don't believe. The unfaithful one. So he will debate who? He will debate those who believe? Any Muhammadan? Again, reminder, in a few days from now, we will let you know when we start going live in the Arabian Prophet account. So please subscribe to the other account, and so you can join us when we go there, because we will disappear here in this channel for some time, and then you might think, okay, Christian Prince is coming online no more. So we are telling you from now, we will be live in the Arabian Prophet account, and the admins are posting the link for you. So please click and subscribe. Do we have any Muhammadan from those who follow the God, he, we? Those who follow God, who advises the Prophet not to debate those who don't believe. Yeah. Anyone from those who follow he, we, God? Me personally, I have no problem with he, we, God. I like we gods. I don't like come on, we gods. It's like more friendly. Like imagine you go to a place, you want to take a lunch or a dinner, sitting alone, like like a monkey by yourself. Like, come on, don't do that. You have we God are sitting with you. We go to heaven of Allah. We have we Allah. And then the we Allah is going to show us his shin. How many shin? There are we. There's we shin. Is it one shin or many shin? Mr. Big Man is saying, Allah is God. What type of a question is this? Big Man, you must be very big, man. Honestly, Big Man, how long it took you to come with this answer? Allah is God? Okay, is he one God or too many gods? Mr. Big Man? Is your brain big as you are a big man, or your brain is small? How many God, your God, the one he is God? Muslim in. My friend, I would like to read the Gospel of Thomas. The question is, why your stupid prophet did not approve it? As long you are asking me to read it, why you Muslim don't go read it and accept it then? Abdul, ya Abdul, you eat too much fool. Abdul, ya Abdul. Genius. They don't accept that book and he's asking me to read that book. But we don't accept that book too. Stupid. Abdul, stop taking hashish. We want an answer. In the top of that, Abdul, the Quran says, confirming what is with them and what is with us is not the book of Thomas as the one you claim. Abdul, are you against your God, Mr. We? Do we have any person who follow the we, he, God to call us? Please don't use a bad language in the chat because YouTube will not even let it go. All right? So don't use those words because YouTube will block it automatically. So please don't waste your time, my friend. Who is a Muhammadan would like to tell us when Allah he said, surely we have revealed the book. Do you Muslim knows how many Allah you have? How you can confirm that he is he's one? How we can confirm that Allah is one when he keeps saying we? Any Muslim? Is that we in the Quran is a mistake? Is that an exaggeration? Allah is one God? Okay, prove it to me. If Allah is one God, so why he say we? He's a majesty, so Allah he feel that he cannot be a majesty unless he call himself plural. That's wonderful explanation, guys. Listen carefully. You see, a big man, we are people who listen carefully to the answers, not like Muhammadan. So look what you just said. Your God, he like to call himself we because that make him feel he is majestic. That's what you just said, correct? That's wonderful. So Allah, he is feeling not good when he is one God. It is better for Allah, in order to be majesty, to call himself we. And it's you who said that. So it's more fit for God to be we, not to be he. And listen, we are following your answer, word by word. So Allah, he sat in his office, he said to himself, I saw the king of Jordan, he keeps saying we. This guy is not even 5 foot tall, and he wear a high heels to make himself 5'2". What about me, and I am bigger? So, I'm going to use the word we too, so I can be majesty. Because if I am not using the word we, I don't feel good. Do you know the song? It says, I feel good. La 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 la. So good. La la. So good. So I can imagine what happened to Allah after he learned to use the word we. Because now he feel way better. He is one God, but he cannot be we. So he have to add we, call himself we, but he is not we. So this is a fake we. This is what? This is a fake we. This is the truth. Muslim N, I'm going to block you because you are changing our topic. Just get lost. Take a hike. Coward. Go do mut'ah. Allah is one God. It is repeated over and over and over and over and over, but yet Allah, he say we. Solve this problem for me. I mean, do you see how it's repeated over, but Allah, he repeat over and over too, saying, it's we who send down the book. If Allah is the one who said the book, then Allah here is lying by saying it is we. Because majestic we, it can be majestic for the king he ruled in the name of the nobles, not only by himself. That's why he say we. The king, he don't have an absolute authority. He was elected one of the noble will become a king. So he speak in the name of him and the noble. So he say we. Allah, he speak in the name of who? So either this we is a true or this we is a fabrication. Mr. Muqtada, we got it, my friend. I got it. Your last middle name is Abdul. It's okay. It's not your fault. You do not choose it. Any Muhammadan? So this is the best answer you have? Allah, he called himself we because it's for majesty. But that's mean it is majesty only if God is we. It is not majesty if God is one. Correct, people? Isn't it? This is what the Muhammadan are saying to us. It is not right for God to be one. It is right for God to be we, because that make him look more powerful. Look, majesty. So the poor Allah, he was looking for a suit, bigger suit. He's short, you know. He want to make himself look bigger. So he said to himself, I'm going to buy a suit of a person is 90 foot tall, and I will put my head in the top of the jacket, and the pants will going down using wood. So I can look like we. You see, my friend, how silly. The second you ask them about their God, they have no idea what to say. That's why we say, who is Allah always? Nobody can answer. It's clear that this is a fabrication. Either the Muslim, they have to accept that there's many gods, or they have to accept that the Quran is written by a fabricator who don't even speak with Arabic. Why do you make Muslims your main target of fame? My friend, I do not need a fame. Your prophet, he make the Christians a target of fame. Then let us call you. Don't be a potato and answer. You don't answer. Okay, take a hike. If I go by what the Muslim they say to me, look at the excuse. This guy, he just said to me, why do you make Muslims your main, I think you want to say main target of fame? Okay, I will go with you. So your Quran, who keep attacking the Christian and the Jews, that's mean Allah is trying to be a fame God. Answer me. Why is every name in the Bible American names? When the Bible was wrote, ABC or BC, ADC, BC time? Hey, go, kid. Let your dad call me. Don't text me in Skype. Here, Skype is only for call. If you don't dare to let me call you, don't text me. Potato. Potato, potato, potato. Potato, 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 potato. The Jewish scriptures teach that Elohim is a horrific title which express the plural of majesty. Not a single rabbi will tell you this multiple gods. You, Abdul, you see the stupidity here is amazing. The Muslim, they say to us, where in the Old Testament we can see the Trinity? Not a single rabbi. If not a single rabbi, and then the God in the Old Testament, he says God and his Spirit, God and the Holy Spirit, before the creation. So you silly you are saying to me not even one rabbi. Every rabbi believed that God, Elohim, believe in the Holy Spirit, and every Jew is waiting for the Messiah. And every rabbi knew that God the Lord, he appeared to Abraham. So Muslims, they are suddenly skilled in the Torah, in the scriptures, but they cannot answer our book, their book. Yeah, as a great man, his name is Father Zechariah. He said, I heard it from people saying, مسطول وسكران كاتب القرآن يقرأ في الفنجان وكتابه بلا عنوان وحمار ليس له شعر ولا ديوان وما أدراك ما السكران ضب في حرج عليه ضبان. Any Muslim can answer us. Here we go. You just made me make Quran now. So see what you did? Do we have any Abdul? Anyone? By the way, if you do not know, I make poetry way better than the Djupet Quran. Real poetry, not the Djupet فنجان وعنوان وجربان وفئران. إنا أنزلنا عليك الفول يا أهبل يا مسطول. This is Quran. No, this is coming in a Semitic language. You are not being honest. Semitic language, my friend. First of all, just to show you how stupid you are, let us go with you. If it's common in the Semitic language, and your God Allah is changing his nature to fit with the Semitic language, that means Allah is not God. So either he is one, and there's no Trinity, there's no such a thing, or this word here does not fit with the nature of Allah. So let us say, for the sake of argument, the Jews, they have in their book, as you say, the plural word of word gods. But the Jews don't believe in gods, neither us. Who said that we believe in gods? We don't believe in gods. We believe in one God. But for us, we believe in the same time that God is God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, one God. So if God, he says in the Bible, and we can show you verses in the Bible, says God, he said we, there doesn't, it makes sense. The Bible says everything was created for him and by him. Speaking about who? About Jesus. Everything created by him and for him. The Muslim, they say every created by Allah for Muhammad. Who is a brave Muslim? He is willing to call me so we can hear your voice and people can hear your opinion. Stop being a coward. Like this guy, big man, we tried to call him. He declined the call. I have to block him in Skype because he's just been annoying, texting me. We as a Christians, we believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. The Jews, they believe in the same. If you say to me, the word Trinity is not in the Bible, or the word Tawheed is not in the Quran too. It's not. Actually, when we ask the Muslims, where Allah, he says he is, like Zakir Naik was quoting the chapter of Al-Ikhlas. In the Quran today is in the end of the Quran. So Allah, he waited until the end of the Quran to tell Allah, to tell Muhammad, who is Allah? If we go in the Quran here, and we ask the Muhammadan, when Allah, he told Muhammad if he is one or many or two or three or four, they will say to you in chapter of Al-Ikhlas. But this is a chapter 112. So Allah waited until Muhammad almost dead, and now he decided to him say Allah is one. And by the way, in Arabic it doesn't say one. It says قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Ahad is one of the names of the idols. This is why there's people who their name Abdu Ahad, Abdu Uzza, Abdu Samud, Abdu Samad. Those are names of idols. So say that Allah is Ahad. He is one of those idols. His name is Ahad. Say He's Allah as-Samad. He's a Samud. There's an idol. His name is Samud. And the proof that He's an idol, He never gave birth. He never begotten. This is a rock who will never give birth and never begotten. But okay, but how he became exist? They don't know. Okay, and none is like Him. Well, you know what? I have a duck in my yard in the shape of a duck made from concrete. No one like her. Must be this is God, because look, she don't give birth. She never been given birth, and she is no one like equal to her. No, Abdul Ahad is not the same. Abdul Ahad we are talking about. Abdul Ahad is a different name. Yeah. So when the Muslim, they have this chapter and they claim that this is a, and by the way, they will say to you, oh no, this chapter, it is in the Quran today at 112, but in the original Quran it is number 22. Yeah, in Arabic, قل هو الله أحد, Ahad mean one of. But if you go to the origin, Ahad is one of the names of the idols. So if you copy this word, actually, if you copy this word, just exactly the same word, you know, and post it in the search engine, you will find it all over the Quran. What happened to my browser? Uh-oh. My keyboard is not working. Don't tell me the battery is off. Now it's connected. I don't know what happened to my keyboard. It suddenly disconnected. All right. Chapter 2, verse 102. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ. This is Ahad. Read the translation. It says, and they did not teach any of. وَلَا نُفَرِّقُ بَيْنَ أَحَدٍ. We don't distinguish between any of. Here we go. Chapter 2, verse 136. This is what Ahad mean. We don't distinguish between any of the prophets. This is how stupid this book is. Do we have any Muhammadan? Who is a Muhammadan? He can tell us the nature of his God. So all what you know, that you have a God, his name is Allah, and actually his name is not Allah. We can prove it in 2 seconds. If we go to the first chapter in the Quran, the first one, you will see right away it says, and by the way, here the word bism is wrong, because there's no such a thing in Arabic, bism. It is bi-ism. So Farahidi is one of those who work in the Quran, and they took the letter Alif because to make it easier to read. Then here it says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, you go to the second verse, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Where is Allah? Look, Allah changed. Here Allah have Alif in the beginning. Here there's no Alif. So is the Alif is part of the name of Allah? Obviously no. My friend, Ahad mean one of in Arabic. Ahad mean one of in Arabic. Ahad mean one of in Arabic. Don't need to repeat that. But there is an idol too. His name is Ahad. Did you get the point? Do we need to repeat again and again? Ahad is a word mean one of in Arabic. But there was an idol around the Kaaba. His name is Ahad too. So don't keep asking, I thought. No, you did not thought. It is what it is. In Arabic, ahad mean one off. Okay. So even the word Allah is not the name of your God. Because if Allah is the name of your God, then you're gonna say Alhamdulillahi Lillahi. Here we go. Let me make it in part for you. You like it in part, don't you? You are very cute. Yeah. This is Allah. Oh, we are typing in yellow. The Allah, already we cannot see him. You want to make him in yellow? Like, come on. What in yellow? In yellow? Allah in yellow? Come on, don't do that. We can't see him already. Let us swipe this screen here and type Allah again in red. Let us give him a red. Like, why it's coming in yellow again? Like, what's wrong with this? There's a conspiracy. I think there's a conspiracy. Don't you think so? Let us change the color again. Unbelievable, man. Because I forgot to say inshallah. So this is Allah. Then in verse number 2 it says Alhamdulillah li lah. Let us write it. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to write it. I'm going to copy it in front of your eyes. Is that good? That's better, right? I will copy it in the front of your eyes. As it is. Alright, we go down. Copy, paste. Look, I cut Allah. By mistake, I cut him. Sorry, Muslim, I don't mean that. Okay, forgive me, please. I don't mean to cut Allah. You cannot cut Allah. What's wrong with you? Well, I was trying to copy here. I don't know why it's coming cut off. Let me try again. I mean, my mouse is not working, man. Okay, let's try now. Okay. Please don't give me Allah cut off. Don't do that. If Allah, He see this, I am history. Oh, again. It's cutting off. Like, what's wrong? Let me copy the whole sentence. Something fishy here. Hold on. All right, we go back. We are going to copy the whole sentence. Maybe that will work. Okay, now two words. Let us try this. Okay, now let us see if we can be successful. Finally. Okay, look at this. Let us delete the first word. Bingo. Muslims, what is Allah? What is Allah? What happened to the word Allah? This is Allah. What happened? Lillah. Your God name is Lah. Al is a word mean in Arabic today, is a word, or let us say a tool, to like the same as the word the in English. But in the original Aramaic and Hebrew, the word al is equal to God. Oh, we are typing in English, in Arabic. Al is equal to God. So when the first word says Allah, starting with the letter A-L, that is the word God. So think about it. God, lah. What about here, this letter here? Lillah. Simply, lillah. Letter li mean two. Let's move it down. Let's make it in different colors so people can see the different. Let's make it blue now. Li, go to Arabic. Li, lah. If we take the first L, this is the word li, which means two, that was left. That is your God. And because they are using tashkil lah, that will make an alif, God lah. If you go here, you see, here for those who speak Arabic, they will see the tashkil. Tashkil simply is when you like to make the word shorter, to not to write letters twice. Do you see this letter here, this movement here? Let us make it an arrow. Hold on. An arrow, and we will use red, blue. You see this thing in the top? This is to double the letter. So here now what we will have a new letter, lah, God lah. Lah. I'm writing Arabic with my mouse, okay? This is your God. Your real God name is lah. Go right now and search in Google. You will find that lah is the moon God. Any Muslim have an objection? Lah is the moon God. So when the Muslim, they say our God, his name is Allah. Actually, by the way, every one of them, he give you a different definition. Like I saw the Abdul, this guy who calls me Uthman. He said the word Allah is coming from Elohim. Al-Ilah, Al-Ilah. I mean, they are so desperate even to find the name of their God, where it's coming from. I mean, have you ever heard of religion? They don't know where their God is coming from. I look at the prophet. I look at the moon. I look at the prophet. I look at the moon. I look at the prophet. I look at the moon. I look at the prophet. I look at the moon. Don't say that in San Francisco. Trust me. By the morning, you will find half of the city moving to Mecca, looking for the guy who looked better than the moon. And they will take with them a lot of condoms. I assure you. I mean, what the heck with this religion? They worship the guy Muhammad. He is so pretty, but he's so stupid. And by the way, is he really pretty? I mean, come on, Muslims. Is he really pretty? So why nobody want to marry him? Like me. Unbelievable. You know, once I went to, I moved to a place. I didn't know there's a mirror, so I opened the door and I saw myself in the mirror. I was shocked, like what? Like, you know, I don't want to describe for you what happened to me. I look at myself, I look at the mirror. I look at myself, I look at the mirror. I look at this. I look at the moon, I look at the prophet. I look at the moon, I look at the prophet. Unbelievable. It is. I cannot tell you the feeling. Until now, we have zero Muhammadan try to call us. Any Abdul? So Allah is majestic. That's what the Muslims, they say to us. So he called himself we. Allah is copying Elohim. I love it. Question: as long as Allah is copying Elohim, why he don't use the word Elohim in the Quran? Like, what's wrong with this God? Me. Do we have any Abdul? Any Muhammadan? Zero Muhammadan until now. Victory to Jesus. Allah is defeated. Okay, who is a Muhammadan? He knew a sheikh. He have his Skype published so we can call him. A sheikh, he lived like, let us say, in a country where it is daytime now. We don't want to wake up like people, it's night like in Europe. So if you know a sheikh, he live like in Indonesia, in Malaysia, or in USA. Well, it's USA is getting late now, actually. Yeah. I don't understand how the word al become God. It did not become God. This is how it is. It's not up to you. So, as an example, in the old Hebrew, the word Daniel, it was actually, I don't know, in Arabic we say Daniel, al. You know, Gabriel used to be Gabriel. Israel used to be Israel. So the word il by time in the new Hebrew replace the old Hebrew where the word was al became ail. So al, Mikael, al become il. Did you get it now? Did you get it? So this is why we say Emmanuel. Il is a word meaning God. Gabriel. Gabriel used to be Gabriel. Mikael used to be Mikael. So Ishmael used to be Ishmael. So all the al replaced with el. It is a word meaning God. So yeah, in the ancient Aramaic, still they are using the word al until now. So the word el is not, you know, like it's not a name really. It is a word meaning God. So Muhammad, because he's a thief, he took names. You ask yourself, okay, where is the name Gabriel is coming from? If you ask every single Muhammadan, they don't know what the word means. This is telling you that Islam is a theft. Shouldn't Allah tell Muhammad what Gabriel mean? He never told him. Let us see. We have Abbas Muhammad. Let us see Abbas Muhammad. Hello. Hello. Are you going to play like a kid? You want to talk or what? Here we go. Now I know what you are doing. You are trying to have orgasm like you're a prophet. My friend, it doesn't work this way. You have to invoke Allah to send you a dish of shish kebab. And then Allah will send you a dish of shish kebab and you will eat it, but don't let Fatima eat with you. And then you will get the 40 manpower to talk to me. What a shame. What a shame. Don't do that online, man. Don't do that. Do your mom know what you are doing? I mean, should I tell her now? Let me call your mom. Tadadum, tadadum. Tadadum, tadadum. Tadadum, tadadum. Christian Prince, why you are calling me? Zakir Naik, how in the world you call? I'm calling the mom of the guy. How you are answering the phone? Christian Prince, I am cheating my wife, and I am sleeping with his mom, and now you are calling me, and now everybody knows. Don't tell this on the online, man. Come on, nobody knows that you are with her. Come on. Just hang up. Nobody heard what you said except YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know, don't worry. Okay, Christian Prince, please delete the number. Okay, how are you knowing? How in the world I called his mom? Why you are answering? I mean, come on. Zakir? Okay, Zakir. He hang up. Unbelievable. Do we have any brave Abdul? My friend, don't play games with me. You are no match. Trust me, you are no match. You are so slow, and I am so fast. I mean, I'm not like fast like your prophet in that meaning, don't take me wrong. Your prophet used to go and do boom boom to all his wife in 1 hour. Fisa. And Sa at that time, by the way, it was like less than 15 minutes. I mean, what, he's a rabbit? all his wives in 15 minutes. Like how? I mean, he needs 15 minutes just to dress up and take off, dress up and take off, dress and up. Like what the heck? Do you think he was a rabbit from the Rabbitim Valley? Who is a Muslim would like to call us and tell us what he worship really? You Muslims, you have no idea. You are following a pagan god. And you are pagan to the point you are desperate, trying to attach yourself to the Hindus. I mean, you went really, really so stupid far. Hindus? You Muslims could not find your God. So, sometimes they want to find their prophet in the Old Testament. Sometimes they want to find their prophet in the New Testament. And now they are trying to find their prophet and their God in the who? The funny, Zakir Naik, he admit saying that the scriptures of the Hindus, he considered scriptures. You don't say books. You see, when you say scriptures, it's meaning you believe it's from God. Concept of God in Hinduism and Islam is the same. Do you see it, Muslims? So don't ever come back to us and say, oh, we Muslims are not pagan. Oh, we Muslims are not like the Hindus. This is your scholar. He have 2.9 million subscribers. Do you subscribe to him because he's stupid or because he's smart? From now on, every Christian should remember, if a Muslim, he says to you, we are not pagans, we are not the same as the Hindus, say to them, well, the concept of God of Hinduism and Islam is the same. And as long the Hindus will exist long before you, thousands of years before you, it's mean Muhammad, he stole his religion from the Hindus. And then he mixed it with some Christianity and some Judaism and some Sabian and some Zulqarnain, you know. Zulqarnain, the man with the two horns, where he found the sun sitting in murky water. Hey Muslims, Zulqarnain was an idiot or Allah was the idiot? Brother, it was Zulqarnain in his perception. He thought, brother, that the sun set in murky water. My friend, the Quran doesn't say he thought. The Quran says not in his perception, sorry. I mean, they start to add words to fix it. And the more they try to fix it, the more they make it a blind. You know, Islam is like a woman. She's trying to do her makeup, and she is riding a jeep in the middle of a field full of rocks, and she is holding lipstick in her hand, and she's trying to put the lipstick on her face, and the lipstick is going all over. Like, what the heck? Don't you think it's pretty now? Yes, sister, you look so pretty. So good. The Prophet looks so pretty too. And look what the lipstick is all over. See your nose now. Oh, you cover your eyebrows. Sister, now it's going in your neck. Don't go down. No. Go up, go up. What I can do? The jeep is keep jumping up and down. This is what the Muslims do. They try to put a makeup in their silly prophet. And now this is the new makeup they come with. That the concept of Islam is the same as the concept of Hinduism. I'm so glad. I mean, I'm really so glad. I mean it. Muslims, do you mean it? So we have one, he said to us, the concept of God in Islam and the Hindu is the same. And the other guy, he says to us, Muhammad was not Abrahamic. He did not know what Abraham faith is. Because he was from the pagan, brother. Like, what the heck? So all those years we keep saying the same. The Muslim, they say, oh, you are lying. You are lying. The Prophet was Abrahamic. Like, Christian prince is lying to you. Look, my friend, I can prove it to you. Liar. By the way, did you hear any Muslim making a video to get this guy busted? Accuse him to be a liar? Man.
I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca...
Muhammad was so dumb to the point he did not even know what Gabriel is. Hey, Muhammad, do you know who's Gabriel? No. You never heard of him, right? No. Never? No. Not even like words. Somebody says something to you about there is an angel, his name is Gabriel, like Christians, Jews, you know. No, I never heard before. So remember, Muhammad, you don't know who's Gabriel. Muslim, it's not me who's saying that. It is you. You're silly. The guy, you claim that he can debate me, but he don't dare even to give me his Skype. Where is your Skype, Burqa boy? Huh? The prophet, he free Maria the Copt, and he honor her to marry her. What a scam potato you are. Yeah, well, anyway. He like tall guys. He saw David Wood. He says to him, mashallah, you are 6 foot. Like, what the heck? I mean, this religion is so into men. Unbelievable. Mashallah, you are 6 foot. You like tall guys, don't you, Sheikh Uthman, right? I mean, the guy, he ate the Quran, and you are flirting with him? If a woman, she say to the guy, you are 6 foot tall, I understand, but you're a guy. You are a guy. You say to the other guy, mashallah, you are 6 foot tall. What you were thinking? What exactly you were thinking? I'm so glad you stopped there. You did not ask more questions. So, Muhammad, he do not know who is Jibreel, brother. You don't know Jibreel. And what I like it, that Christian gentleman, he said to him, yeah, which means, yeah, give me your crap, you know.
he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned as this book.
He don't know who is Gabriel. He is not from Abrahamic faith, and the people of Mecca are pagan. So he's a pagan too. Thank you very much. And this is the other idiot. He decided to prove that the Quran is from God. So he quote a verse from the Quran.
Was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
You know, actually, when this Mimi, he mentioned this no contradiction. I mean, the whole Quran is a contradiction. What are you talking about? Every chapter is a contradiction. But what makes it more so stupid is there's a God. He is saying, if this is a book made by other than Allah, you will find a contradiction. And then we find tons of contradiction in the Quran. And not only that, then they ask an atheist to help them to fight Christianity. And they told him, the Quran says, if this is a book not from Allah, you will find a contradiction. Then the atheist, he said to him, you idiot, stupid, donkey. I have a phone book. Literally, a phone book is way better organized than the Quran. And have zero contradiction.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
Exactly. Prove me wrong. Who is a Muslim? He believes with understanding. Who is a Muslim? He believes with understanding. My friends, don't send me messages in Skype. Please don't send me messages in Skype. I will block you. Skype is only for Muslims to contact me. You have a comment, you make it in the chat. Do we have any Abdul? Anyone? Any Muhammadan? How many of you did not subscribe yet to the other account, the Arabian Prophet? If you did not, just let you know. In a few days from now, we will stop coming in this account for some time. We will give this account a break. And we will be going live in the other account, the Arabian Prophet. So please subscribe. The admins are posting the links for you. So you can subscribe there. And you will not miss it, if you care. If you don't care, then forget about it. Do we have any Muhammadan? Muqtada al-Arabi. If you repeat that one more time, I will block you. We got it. We got it that your middle name is Abdul. We got it. Thank you. Are you like Allah? Allah keep repeating the same stupid sentence over and over and over. My middle name is Abdul. My middle name is Abdul. We got it. I never heard of a God he kept repeating himself like Allah. The genius Allah. Any Abdul? Can any Muslim show me the surahs and ayat? The Quran command Muslim to pray 5 times. In fact, the Quran ordered a Muslim to pray 3 times. 3 times. And this is additional proof of the stupidity of Islam. Because why Allah, he says, you know, 3 times, and then we find it become 5 times. Did Allah make a mistake? This is a chapter 11, verse 114. And perform as salat. And by the way, the Muslim, they say salat mean blessing. Allah yusalli ala Muhammad, it means blessing. So perform salat at the 2 ends of the day, and when the night approach 3 times, that's it. You see it? Any Abdul? And by the way, praying 5 times, praying 3 times, actually they should be praying 50 times. But the fault is the fault of Moshe. Muhammad, when he went to the 7th heaven in the top of a flying donkey, which is happening in the Middle East always, you know, I used to go always to heaven, but it wasn't a flying donkey, it was a mule, to be honest with you. You know, and I used to have a hard time to jump on him because it's so big. According to Muhammad, it was so big. The donkey of my grandfather was smaller. So I jumped on him and he went there, and I heard the story. I was there. I was a witness. When Muhammad came down, or he's in his way back, he did not see Allah. We don't know even what happened there. So Moshe, he's a Jew, you know, Moses. So he said to Muhammad, Habibi Muhammad, come on Habibi, what Allah told you Habibi? So Muhammad, he told him, Allah, he told me to pray 50 times. Moshe, he said to him, Habibi Muhammad, Muhammad Habibi, 50 times Muhammad, 50 times Muhammad. Your people cannot do it, Muhammad. Go back to Allah, Muhammad, and negotiate with him. Ask him for a discount. You know what you can say. I mean, Moses is a Jew at the end of the day. He's smart and he's asking for a discount. Have you ever heard of such a stupid story? That there's a God, he enjoined his prophet to pray 50 prayer. And then there's a Jewish guy, his name is Moshe. Not Netanyahu. Be careful, huh? Not Netanyahu. I'm telling you. Because, you know, those Christians, Jews, they can corrupt the hadith because they insert. I will not be surprised, by the way, if they created soon a hadith says Netanyahu. Just wait. Because the Muslims, they accuse the Jews for everything. So when the Prophet, brother, he came back and Moshe, he said to him, Habibi Muhammad, that's not the word Habibi. Your people cannot pray 50 times, Habibi. I mean 50 times. Here you see how the stupidity of this God. Did Allah think for a second, how in the world those people will pray for 50 times a day? And this is a story in front of you. And Moshe keeps saying to Muhammad, go back to Allah. So Allah, he make it 50, and then he make it 45, and then make it 40, and make it 35, and then Muhammad going back forward, come back forward. And Moshe, he said to him, Habib Muhammad, go back. I mean, this is an insult even for Muhammad to be so stupid to the point he need a Jew to tell him what to do. And each time he go, he ask Allah for a discount. Then the Prophet, he descended till he met Moses. Then Moses stopped him and asked, oh Muhammad, what did your Lord join upon you, Muhammad? Muhammad, he said, he enjoined me upon me to perform 50 prayer. So Muslims, if not the Jews, you will be dizzy all day long praying 50 times. Let me reuse my calculator. Hold on. I'm very good in mathematics, by the way. That's why I do not need a calculator. By the way, we are the Arab. We are the first one who make a calculator. You know, we made the calculator. This is why there's a city in India. It's called Calcutta. You know why? Because we are the Arab. We calculated things there. And then we said, okay, you know, it was too many numbers. So we said, okay, you know what? This is where we did it. So from now on, we will call the city Calcutta. This is true story, Sahih Bukhari. Okay, take a note. So if the Muslim he will sleep just 8 hours. Okay. So now we have 16 hours. So divide 50 prayer at 16. You have to pray 3 times an hour. And if the Muslim, he need between 15 to 20 minutes to do ablution, you don't even have enough for that. This is without eating, without lunch, without dinner, without doing anything. What, you don't believe my story about Calcutta? You don't believe it? Here we go. Now they will make a video says, Christian Prince lie, you know, Calcutta have nothing to do with the, you know, like, okay. Okay, well, we actually, all the cities in India, they are created by the Arab. I can give you another city. As an example, one of the biggest cities in India is called Jakarta. Jakarta, which is in India, which is in the borders of Brazil. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, brother. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So anyway, Jakarta, the reason we gave it that name, because my grandfather, he was the companion of the Prophet Muhammad. His name is Jack. So when he went there and he started doing dawah, and then he was telling them, if the Prophet of Allah, he was lying to Allah, Allah will cut his orta. Those Indonesians don't speak English, neither Arabic. So they heard him saying Jakarta, 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 Jack Orta. This is where the name Jakarta is coming from. So I hope I convinced you and I told you the truth. Alhamdulillah. What, you don't like my story? It's not convincing? Like, come on. Hello? He told them, if the Prophet of Allah is lying, Allah will cut his orta. They said to him, what's your name? He said, Jack. Oh, Jack Orta. Okay. This is where you're coming from. You believe, you don't believe, I don't care. This is Sahih Bukhari. You know? Hello? Any Abdul? And by the way, I just made it up. So don't. This is what it's called fast thinking. Do we have any Abdul from Jakarta? If you are a Muslim, feel free. Yeah, I think this is the same guy who was shaking the thing. You know the thing? Hello? Wow. This guy is in the halal disco. What is that? And his name is Abdul. Unbelievable. I mean, look how they are refuting me, man. That's what I can do now. I have to retreat. You guys don't believe me a story about Jakarta, don't you? I feel really upset now because you don't believe a true story. You just hurt my feeling. I mean, hey Muslims, if my story doesn't make sense, does the story in front of you make sense? A guy, he went to heaven in the top of a mule, and then the angel, he asked the angels to open the door. They said to him, who are you? Why? They don't know who is Jibreel. They cannot see from behind the door. They are angels. Who are you? The angels are asking Jibreel, Who is it? Like, what the heck? He said, Jibril. Jibril replied, said, Jibril. They said, okay, who is accompanying you? Like, what? I mean, somebody make a hole in the door. If those angels cannot see behind the door, just make little hole, man. The head of the angels, their boss, this is their boss, Jibril, is coming, and they do not know his voice. He said, open the door. How come they do not know his voice? Do you think Jibril's voice is the same as anyone's voice? Like this? Open the door. The angel said, who is this? Zakir Naik. I mean, come on. I mean, everybody can recognize the voice of Zakir Naik. How in the world those angels could not recognize Jibril? Any Muhammadan? Who is here for the first time? If there's any one of you here for the first time? Anyone? If you are here for the first time, give us one. And honestly, I feel sorry for you. You will become addicted. You will cancel your cable TV and you will not watch any more comedy shows, because Muhammad is the best comedy, especially with commentator like me. Jakarta. Hey people, I want you now to tell everybody the origin of the word Jakarta. Okay? Because Allah, He promised, if Muhammad is lying, He will cut his orta. Orta, oh Jakarta. Muhammad, He make it farta. Big farta. Like what? This is the biggest fart Muhammad ever he did. When he promised, if he is lying, Allah will cut his orta. Oh, you Jakarta. That's really a big farta. Let us be honest here. Anyone? Yeah, exactly. This is an ultimate farta. Unbelievable. So where is the Muhammadan? Is that how much fear Islam has? Nobody? Well, here we go. It says, if, look, read with me, my friend, if you are from Jakarta, come on, just listen carefully, listen carefully. Listen, it says, if the Prophet is cutting, is lying, if Allah is the Prophet is fabricating Qur'an, Allah will cut his orta. And then, like, what the heck? Muhammad, he died by his orta as cutting off. There's a genius Muslim, by the way. He wanted to refute me. And he did. Oh, we have a Muslim. Maybe the same guy, he want to play disco for me. Let us hope it's a real Muslim. Will answer, a real man. Not a kid. Okay, we will mute it until he answer. So Allah, He will cut his orta, and then we find that Muhammad, he himself, he admit that his orta is being cut off. How in the world such a thing happened? It's a miracle. And you people, you say Muhammad is not a prophet. If Muhammad is not a prophet, how he was predicting the way he will die? How? You tell me. Obviously, he is a prophet, a true prophet. Any Abdul? We are calling this Abdul again. I think he's playing games. He don't want to answer. So we mute the speaker calling. So you guys, you want to be annoyed. If he answer, we will put you with him on air. Any Abdul? Yeah, let us block him then. Supposedly, by doing that, they are disturbing me. No, my friend, by doing that, you are showing everybody how much fear you have from me. May Allah protect your aorta. So anyone from the followers of Allah, the He, We, would like to call us? Anyone? Any Muhammadan? I noticed that you guys are not sharing my videos. You know, I mean, I don't know how sometimes people work, but don't you really believe that our videos deserve to be shared by millions, not only thousands? For me, I don't care really. For me, I do my part. How many people learn? I cannot force people to learn, right? So I come here, I give you from my time many hours. After that, I cannot do more. You will lose nothing if you post the video here and there. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Groups. Let people come and read. And feel free to download my videos too. Share them. If you would like to add subtitle, translation, feel free. All right? For me, I do my best. And my best is to give you my time, give you my books. But I can do more. Any Muhammadan, he is a believer, he can call his sheikh to call me? Or he like to call me too? Muktaba? Well, I don't know. The one, whoever texted me, I called him back, he did not answer, and then I blocked him. So I did not see a person, his name is Muktaba. I saw people, their name is Abdul. Until now, I did not see a person, his name. Maybe he's texting the wrong person, by the way. Any Muhammadan? Anyone? So as you see, those people, they believe in a God, but they don't know even anything about him. And all descriptions of this funny God is very weird and silly. Allah, he knows everything. How he proved that? He taught Adam the names. How silly is that? So I call my dog, I call him Tutu, and then I ask you, what is the name of my dog? You do not know. And then I tell you the name of my dog, and that will prove that I'm God. This book is not even fit for children's. It's not even good for children's. Do we have any Muhammadan? Reminder, soon we will stop coming in this channel, not forever, but for some time, and we will start going live in the Arabian Prophet. So please don't forget to subscribe. After we finish actually the broadcast, I will post a comment with my Arabian Prophet account. You just click at the account there and you can join in that channel. All right? Do we have any Muslim? Anyone? Any Muhammadan? Anyone? Okay, any two? I think I was making the wrong request. Any two? Any three? Any four? Any Jakarta? I mean, any Jack Orta? Unbelievable, man. By the way, guys, if I go to Jakarta, do you know how many Muslims will be waiting for me in the airport and they are holding flowers in their hands? I mean, can you guys just imagine? Just to close your eyes and imagine Christian Prince going to Jakarta. And there is the lovely Mujahideen waiting for me with the flowers. And I say, I mean, come on, this is not really necessarily. I mean, why you spend your money for that? I was like, this is not really, I mean, should not do that. The Ustad, the government will be all, the president of Orta, you know, so he was like, Christian Prince is here, you know, and like I would say, like, yeah, who is talking, you know, and he will be waiting in the front of the airport, and he will tell me, I want to give you some stuff, you know. And I say, please don't do that. Why you want to do? You know, he said, no way. Here we are waiting for you. All people of Jakarta are waiting for you. They cannot even wait. This verse is coming from Allah, so why would he say, do that to his own prophet? You sound ignorant. No, my friend, let me tell you what happened. The one who said that verse, you said it's Allah, right? Okay. Allah making a statement, a punishment. And if the one is speaking this verse is Allah, then Muhammad is a false prophet. Because this is how Muhammad he died. If Muhammad is the one who made this verse, obviously Muhammad he never predicted that he would die in such a way. So when you say to me, my friend, that this is a verse made by Allah, okay, no problem. But Allah says, if Muhammad is lying, I'm going to cause his death in such a way. And this is how your prophet he died. Now you solve the problem. So what this verse proving that Muhammad is a fraud. Right? Now we go back to the my flowers. Thank you for your answer. Look, I will find all those things waiting for me in Jakarta. Because, you know, the Muslims in Jakarta, they are very peaceful. Do we have any Abdul he can answer? What people in Jakarta are doing? What is that? Is that a festival? Ah, yeah, I remember now. This is an occasion they do when my uncle Jack, he went to Jakarta and he told them about Muhammad cutting off his orta. Those who don't believe in Allah, they start dancing. You know? And they start like screaming, Jack Orta, Jack Orta, Jack Orta. And then, you know, by time it became Jakarta. Now I remember. I was saying to myself, what they are doing? But now, like, the memory come back. you know, like flashback, you know, flashback, like, flash, you know. So now I remember, yeah, yeah. But I guarantee you that none of those people are Muslim because they look happy. I guarantee you that. I don't know about the country, anything, anyway. I mean, except my uncle Jack, he went to Horta, and then he called it Jakarta, you know, etc., you know. But those people, they look happy. And there's no way they are Muslims. Muslims, we screaming, takbir, Allahu Akbar, you know, what is this? Those people are dancing, they are happy, you know. No one want to refute me? Trust me, my friend, Muslim, they can refute me so easy. But because they are kind, they don't want to do it. It's embarrassing for me. So they don't want to hurt my feeling. That's all. I'm assuring you that. Uncle Jack from Horta, he can prove it. So you are proving the Quran is a miracle? Okay, hold on. Guys, I prove the Quran is a miracle by his prophet proven to be a false. Look at the intelligence. We just showed him a verse in the Quran proving that Muhammad, if he lie, Allah will cut his artery. And then the guy, and Muhammad, he Muhammad, he claimed that he died in such a way. So now this genius saying, Christian Prince, so you are proving that the Quran is a miracle because Allah made his will come true. You agree to it, Abdul? But this is a proof that Muhammad is a fraud. Which means the whole Quran is a fraud. Which means Muhammad the Djupet, he made a verse claiming if he is lying, this will happen to him. And then this is what happened to him to get him busted. So this is a miracle for you? Genius. You know what? You are not a genius. You are genius. I will tell you a story about genius. There's a guy, he was named Mr. Genie, you know, and this guy was like, he looked funny, you know, like, you know, this genie. So he's like, but he was not wearing a bikini or anything, you know, but he looked like kind of funny. So Genie, you know, he was walking in Jakarta, and then people, they saw him, he was naked. He's not wearing a bikini, I told you. So he was naked and like he is so small and he's very funny. So they said, Genie, and he said yes. You know, because he thought they are calling him, you know. So like, what? Like, how in the world? Like, okay. So they said, Genie, and everybody, and he said yes. So those people, they correct the name. They start calling him genius. And this is where the word genius is coming from. And you are a genius. So you are proving that the Quran is a miracle because Allah made this will come true. What he made come true, Muhammad is a fraud. Look at this genius, man. He, what's your name? What was his name? I'm going to make you an admin. What do you think? I mean, come on, you deserve it. You as a Muslim, my friend, you get the title of a genius. And that to qualify you to be an admin in my chat. I cannot be more thankful. Man. But Allah did not cut his artery. You say that Jewish women did. Genius again. Abdul, isn't it the Quran says no bad things can happen to you except by the permission of Allah? What's wrong with the Muslims? By the way, you became an admin for real. I'm telling you. I just made you an admin. Abdul, the Jewish women is the one who killed Muhammad, not Allah. But are you saying to me that people die without permission of Allah? Yeah, here we go. He became a blue now. Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy, mommy blue. Oh, mommy blue. My friend, the Muslim will hate you now. They will say, you became an admin in Christian Prince chat. They will make fatwa against you and you are happy? You have no idea what just happened to you now. So listen, Abdul. You're a prophet who was killed by a Jew, but the Quran confirmed that no one died, no one lived except by the permission of Allah. And he said specifically, Ma min musiba. Musiba mean bad things. Is death bad? for your prophet to be killed by poison like a rat? ما من مصيبة happened except by the permission of Allah. Chapter 64, verse number 11. So based on this, my friend, the Jewish woman, she was used by Allah to put food poison bought from Walmart. Cheap one, like $3, $5, I don't know how much. I think she is a Jew. I mean, they don't spend too much money. So she bought the cheapest, poison. She put it in the food of Muhammad. Muhammad, he ate, and then Muhammad, he died. So as long there is a destiny in Islam, and nobody die except by destiny and fate. So the one who killed Muhammad is Allah. And he used a Jewish woman to kill Muhammad. What say you? The one who became my admin now. Are you there? The guy is busy. Look at himself in the chat now as an admin. He's taking I think he's taking a selfie with it now. There's nothing wrong with being an admin or being a friendly to a Christian. Really? I thought that the Quran says you can't even be friend to your own family if they are the Christians. Guys, this guy is so... I think he just took a shower. And the shower he used Clorox. And he was doing a brainwash. You are telling me I'm wrong for being an admin or being friendly to the Christians, so stop making false statement? You killed me, brother. What I will tell to my cousins after this now. Abdul, the Quran said, you will not find a single believer who believe in Allah and the last day will be even loving to his own family and his parents and his brothers and his sisters if they are opposing Allah. Do you see it? So my friend, you have no idea. Muqtada, are you a Muslim, my friend? Or you are an ex-Muslim? Let us see, Muqtada, what you want to say to us.
Yo, hello, man.
Hello, hello. How are you, my friend?
Christian Prince. So, are we on live now, man? Are we on live or what?
Well, we are live, unless Allah cut your orta and my orta.
Oh, man, God forbid, man. God forbid.
All right. So what do you want to say to us, Mr. Muqtada? What do you want to say?
So you tell me, man. You're the one who's the host.
So you are a Muslim?
So, originally, yeah, man. I'm from southern Iraq.
Okay. So you left Islam now?
I mean, I'm not, very religious, man. I'm not.
Either you say I'm Muslim or not Muslim. What do you think yourself? Do you consider yourself a Muslim or not?
I mean, shit. Well, ethnically, ideologically, no. Basically, no. Yeah. So.
What does that mean technically, ideologically? I mean,
so like if somebody sees me on the street, or anywhere, I probably get the stereotype that I'm a Muslim. I live in the States, in Texas. Always when I was in school, at work, I always get asked where I'm from. So I'm always, people are under the impression that I'm from Middle Eastern origins because of my accent and my name and everything else. Yeah, bro. So I'm on live now. So all these people are watching me, man. That's interesting. That's cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Well, we don't care about how many people watch. We care about how much truth we are sharing. What do you think?
It's interesting, man. I actually got 4 copies of the Bible. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And a Van Dyke in my home.
Yeah, this Van Dyke is a bad translation, by the way.
Then which one? The Jesuit one? You use the Jesuit one?
I don't know. I did not read, but this Van Dyke have a lot of words which is not really Christian word.
Because it uses the word Allah, right? Because you have a problem with
well,
it. Because
yeah, but this is not really the only point.
What's the other point? What's the other point?
Like he used the word nikah. I heard. Right. I did not have the book, but I saw somebody saying this is what it says. So if it's there, you know, we don't have such a word in the Bible. This is shame. So this is very false.
So like let's say, in what context does it use that word?
He was translating supposedly the word marriage. He heard from Muslims that the word marriage for them is the word nikah, but Christians, this is a very filthy word for us to use. We don't use it. I don't
know, man, but I know all the churches, the Syrian and the Coptic churches approve of it, and it's translated out of the original tongues in a word for word manner. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I like it. So, but
what the churches they use it? They use the Van Dyck.
So this guy Cornelius Van Dyck had connections with the
I saw a copy which is supposedly corrected, but this is not the original then, because if this is true, I did not have a book. If that word exist, did you see that word exist anywhere?
I don't know, man. I didn't see it.
Okay,
but,
so if that word exist, that will ruin the whole book, you know. My friend. Anyway, translation is translation. Anyway, translation is translation. Okay. But this is not the topic, you know, for us. Translation, you can make translation too. Translation, as a translator, you know, he do his best to translate. He can be honest, he can be a liar, he can be whatever. I want to ask you. So now you are saying if you walk in the street, you are like a Muslim, but you are not true. You are not a true believer. So what are you now?
No.
Why you don't want to be a true believer? You don't believe Muhammad is a prophet?
I mean, you know, not really, man.
Not really. Before we continue, let me. I will answer Abdul. He said to us in chapter 60, verse number 8. It says Allah he ordered the Muslim to be nice to non-Muslims. My friend, this verse is about fighting those who don't fight. You don't fight them. But this is abrogated. You go to the chapter of At-Tawbah. It's called Bara'ah. The original name of At-Tawbah is called Bara'ah. Bara'ah min Allah. So Allah, he washed the hands of the Muslims from all the agreement to not to fight those who don't fight them. This is why he says, go and attack and fight those who don't believe in Allah. So this verse is abrogated and you are a fool. Sorry, my friend Muqtada. I was answering this Abdul. So Muqtada, what make you leave Islam? You know, what is exactly make you?
I mean, I haven't really, you know, I was, you know, just taught as a kid, just memorize, you know, the normal regular stuff. But I was raised in the state, and I served in the Navy for a couple of years. And when I was in service, we had on Sunday the opportunity to go to church.
Wonderful.
Right. So I picked up a Bible. It was the ESV at first, from the chapel. And I went to the Protestant services because, you know, the chaplains, the actual chaplains in the military were, you know, usually the ones that come and present to us.
Yeah.
There were motivational speakers, and they were chaplains. They were.
I've been in the army myself. I know. Okay.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go there, and you know, it's a lot of interesting stuff. You know.
So you did not decide to become a Christian yet?
I haven't been baptized, but I actually, you know, my faith is not that strong, but I do believe in it. I do believe the Bible, yeah.
So do you believe that Jesus is Lord?
Yes, amen.
I mean to that, you know. So you are a Christian by heart. Then what is missing then is just to do baptism. If you believe in Jesus as your Savior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sorry that I came up. I mean, if you know, you only take calls from Muslims or not, but you know, it's just interesting. I mean, if nobody's willing to call you, then
yeah, it's okay.
Not, right?
Actually, I allow ex-Muslim to call me too. No problem.
That's cool, man.
But you know, anyway, I'm happy for you. What about your family? Did they accept the Messiah or not yet?
Nope. They actually are in contempt of it. They think I'm dumb and they think I'm stupid. But
why you don't invite them to talk to me? What do you think?
Heck no, man.
No?
It wouldn't be. You know, but they're not very friendly to these conversations, and they think it's taboo, and you know. And other than that, it's you know how it is, man. You're from, like, obviously from that area of the country, and
so your parents, they speak Arabic? They don't speak English?
Yeah, true, Arabic, yeah.
Yeah.
So they speak English too, but you know, and inviting them to in this platform is not a good idea, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
well, I don't know.
yeah,
if you want, tell them Christian Prince invite you and he says شلونك عيوني شلونك عيني شلونك.
you're Iraqi, bro? You're Iraqi?
Huh?
Are you Iraqi?
You know, I will not say.
You don't want to disclose that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's whatever, man. That's cool, man.
But I, you know, anyway. So
that's good. So like, you said it used the word nikah. What Sifr and Ishah, or what book does that?
I don't remember really which translation, but it's going to appear supposedly in the word instead of the word. You know, I saw in the internet a translation for that book. It's corrected, so that word does not exist no more.
Oh, no,
but they say, I don't know. I don't have the original book. They say that in the original book that word exists. So I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking you if you saw that word or not.
No, but you know, I had a friend called you know, do you know a guy named Shamun Hido or Shamun Hido? Like, do you know a guy with that name? He's from Syrian origins. He does Christian apologetics in Arabic. He speaks Syriac or Aramaic. He's Syriac from Syria, and he has these Syriac manuscripts. He said he compared the Van Dyke to it, and he said it's legit. So he likes it.
but the word nikah is not legit.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So maybe he have the version of the corrected one. I saw it on the internet, which is they are taking off all those words, which is not right. But anyway, my friend, there is nothing. It's called really translation is legit in Arabic, because all of them they are using the word Allah.
What about the Jesuits? The Jesuits translation. There's the Yesuri or the Jesuit.
All the translation is not correct. You have to replace any translation using the word Allah has to be taken off.
Why, man? It's literally God for Arabic, and in Hebrew there's Elohim.
The word Allah is not an Arabic word, number one.
How is it? What is it?
Simply, it's taken even from the Aramaic, but this is not Allah, it's La. So the Al is a word meaning God. La is the name of the God. This is the moon God. For us as a Christians, we use the word Rabb. You know, like you say, Rabbi.
The Lord, you know? But that's for the Lord. So the Lord would be Rabb.
Lord is God. You know, we don't have our God,
Lord,
my friend. Our God.
Lord is like Rabb, right? It's like master. It's
no. The word Rabb can be used for a master if you mean a master. You know, if you mean even a rabbi, you call him rabbi, a man. You know, a teacher.
Right.
But
Rabb,
when you say
Rabb, though, is like Lord, though, because for like in the Old Testament, for example, that man in the Book of Kings, the Ahab's servant, he calls Elijah my Lord. Sarah calls Abraham.
Yeah, because he's a servant. Yeah, okay.
Right, he's a servant. So
somebody have authority.
In Arabic is actually a Rabb. So like, it's legitimate, man. But
how you know?
Is God.
No, you see, you're not the same. The word Rabb depends in the sentence. You know if it's for God or it is for a man. As simple as that. A normal person. So when you speak about God and you say the word Rabb, that means you are talking about the word God. As simple as that. When you are speaking to a person like you, and he called him Rabb, maybe he is your master or he is your someone in charge of you. This is what it means, authority. But in religious meaning, it's mean God. Same time, we have tons of words, and the Bible is so clearly that when Moses he met with the Lord, he asked him, "What I will tell my people? What's your name?" He said, "Go to them and tell them I am who I am." He did not say Allah. He did not say even El. He did not even say the word Elohim. You know. So
he said Yahweh though. He said
W-H. Yeah. So it means but this is not a name. This is a sentence. Mean I am who I am. So for a person who doesn't speak the language, you might think that this is a foreign name, but in fact it's a sentence. Mean I am who I am. So even the Bible does not give a name for God. Why? Because there's no name can describe him, and there's no name can contain him, and there's no language can really fit for his name. So you will see, this is why you will see the Jews, they have many words for God, but none of them is a name for God. As an example, I say Adonai, Shaddadi, etc. But those
Hashem,
are not,
right.
Hashem, but those are not really names. No, those are not names. It's just they avoid using names because he is so holy to give him a name. This is the only description God he gave himself. The only name we have, the only name what we have for God is when he come as a man, as the Messiah. That is the Messiah.
Jesus Christ.
And even that one is not a name. Even Yeshua is not a name. Even Mikael is not a name. Even Gabriel is not a name. Even Jerusalem is not a name.
But these
even
are
Abraham is not a name. Even Adam is not a name. So all the names in the Bible are not names really, are sentence. They meant something. Like when you say Israel, there's no person his name is Israel. But
Jacob,
this is
it's Jacob, right?
Yeah, even Jacob is not a name really. You can go check. You will see that the Bible is an amazing book. Everyone he was given a name. Yeah, everyone was given a name, which is a description of his story. As an example, Moses, Moshe, the one who was drowning. Yeah, the one who was drowning, or the one who saved from drowning. Abraham is the one who crossed the other side. The same for Yeshua, the same as Gabriel, the same as Mikael. So those are not names. We don't have names in the Bible. We have description of individuals. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to take it that way, if that's your
no, it's not up to me to take it. It's not up to me and to you. This is how it is. This is not up to you, not up to me.
I mean, is it endorsed by some official church? Is that teaching endorsed?
But they are not names. Who said that the churches that you know when you say this is not a name, my friend?
So
okay, what your name is?
Muqtada.
Muqtada. Okay, what Muqtada mean?
Means like role model for Arabic. Like
okay.
Arabic means
see,
like
even your name is not a name.
I mean, it's whatever, man. I mean,
no, it's not. No, you see, but in the Bible is those names are given as a description of the person, not only the birth. You know, like if you go and read, there's a video, you can search it in YouTube. It's about a secret coding in the book of Genesis 5. Go watch the video, and you will see. Actually, after you hang up on me, I'm going to play it, so you can understand. Good.
Oh, all right. It's I mean, it's up to you, man. But like how I it's all right, man. It's fine if you do whatever you want to do. So this is it. You want to leave it at that and say farewell.
Do you have anything for me? Do you have any question?
Yeah, man. What's your favorite book in the Bible? I'm just curious.
There's nothing is called favorite book.
No, I mean, I don't know.
No, my friend. The book is not. This is not an author writing a book, and I write this and like that. But I can say to you, there is something will summarize all the law, all the gospels, all everything. Jesus, he says, love to yourself what you love to others, and this is the law.
Amen. Okay, that's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah. So, and Jesus said, love your enemy and pray for them.
Cool. Mashallah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Pray for those who curse you. So those they summarize who is the Messiah is. All right.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So so the Bible is not like let us say, even if we don't have the 4 books, we have just a few sentences from Jesus. Love your enemy, forgive the one who hurt you, the one who cursed you, pray for them. If somebody asks you to walk 1 step, walk with him 1,000. If somebody asks you for your coat, give him your dress. So if we have those alone, that will tell us who is Jesus. God is not a book, my friend. God is fruits, and the Messiah, he come to this earth, and he showed us his fruit. The Messiah, he said, from their fruits you shall know them.
Amen.
So you do not need a book to tell me about yourself. You can tell me all good stuff about yourself, but your fruit is ugly, right? So the Messiah, he gave us the guideline to be what we should be and learn how to judge without being the judge.
That's good, man.
All right.
So I mean, I got one more question, man, but it's up to you if you want to answer that. So are you one of the original churches? I mean, or are you what's your theology in on the scripture?
I don't believe in the church's names. I believe in the Messiah.
I mean, so you're an evangelical or Protestant?
No, I don't. I just told you I don't believe. I'm not Protestant. I am not Orthodox as the name of a church or a Protestant. I prefer to be a person who is following the Messiah, because those names are not really exist. The Messiah, he created one universal church, and the church is the people. It's not a priest.
So like non-denominational, right?
I don't even believe in something called denominational. I believe in Jesus. So we believe, we follow the Messiah, no one else, no bishop, no one. We do not need anyone to be in the middle between us and the Lord, the Messiah, for he is our Savior. So why I want to follow a priest when I have the Lord himself and he is a living Lord? You know what I mean? Yeah.
He's a living God. That's good.
It's good to listen to somebody he is knowledgeable to teach you, right? He can be a priest, but I'm not following the priest. I'm going to follow the Messiah. So if the priest taught wrong, I will say to him, bye-bye. You know, I will follow only the Lord. Yeah. So the Lord is what we follow, not sect, not a church name. We are not church worshippers. We worship God, and his name is the Lord, the Messiah.
Amen.
All right.
That's good.
Well, nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
And I will play the video for you. Listen to it so you can see what I'm talking about the names.
Amen. Peace. Have a good day, man.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Salam alaikum.
Mark. All right. We will play a video so people, they will understand that in the Bible reading, we don't have names. You know, usually, I mean, not because we are not smart, but usually people, they are, let us say, they don't go deep. Muqtada, we have our brother here, Sam Shamoun. I don't know if you know him. He would like to have you in his Skype. So I'm going to connect you to him. I don't know how I can do that. Let me see. I'm not sure how to do that in Skype. To add somebody to the conversation, there is an option. Let us see. Add a person. Okay. All right, I think we are able to do it. So I just send you Sam Shamoun to contact you, Muqtada. You can listen to him. You can talk to him if you need any help. We will go to YouTube and I will show you why we don't, you know, like we just take words for granted as names, but in reality they are not names. The Bible is a very, very deep book. This is not the silly Quran. I'm trying to find the verses. And we will play it as soon as we have it. Here we go. Okay.
There's another.
All right, let us put it on the screen, and I want people to listen carefully so you learn and you understand what I'm trying to say when I say in the Bible there's no names. There's no names. There's a story. There's a coding. There's a deep information for you, because you are a foreign person. You are reading a foreign language, so you think they are names, but in reality they are not.
Another place that God appears to have laid out his plan in advance, and that's in some subtleties, and one of which I'd like to share with you in Genesis chapter 5, a genealogy. The genealogy in Genesis chapter 5 goes from Adam, the first man, down through Noah. And in Genesis chapter 5, if you wade through that, I encourage you to make a list of the names. Adam gave birth to Seth. Seth, Enosh. Enosh, Kenan. Kenan, Mahalalel. Mahalalel, Jared. Jared, Enoch. Enoch, Methuselah. Methuselah, Lamech. And Lamech was the father of Noah. Let's take these names. 10 names. But see, the problem is we need to know what the names mean. And if you have a study Bible or a source, a lexicon, what have you, you know that the name Adam means man. As you go through your Bible, when these names are typically first introduced, most of your marginal footnotes will tell you what the name means. Adam means man. Seth means appointed. Enosh means mortal. Kenan means sorrow. Mahalalel means the blessed God. Jared means shall come down. Enoch means teaching. Methuselah means his death shall bring. Lamech means the despairing. And the word Noah means rest or comfort. Now, let's read that genealogy as a sentence. Man is appointed mortal sorrow. The blessed God shall come down, teaching that his death shall bring the despairing comfort. Isn't that wild?
Okay, so if you notice with me here, we don't have names. We have
a
story. See, we have a story. The names turn to be not names. The names to be a prophecy. Turns to be a story. That there is a person who is a man, and this person will go through certain things in life, and he is the one going to be come down, and he is the blessed God, and through his death people will receive comfort. And here you ask yourself, there's some names doesn't make sense, you know. I mean, why in the world anyone want to call himself his death? I mean, do you call your son his death? You don't. You know what I mean? Why you want to call your son such a name? So obviously those are meant to be a message, never was a name. Why anyone want to call his son appointed? What does that mean? Why you want to, you know, do you like to call your son appointed? What is that? Why you want to call somebody his name moral? You know, what does that mean? Why you want to call your son sorrow? Why you want to call your son the blessed God? So this is not a name. Those are a message. And the rest, the same goes for everything in the Bible. Even the bad one, he have a name fit with him. So if you go and check the names, Noah, Adam, all the names, Gabriel, Michael, Israel. Israel means the one who struggled with God. Why he got the name? Because he tested him. He struggled with God. So God, he said to him, from now on, I call you Israel. And that was for Jacob. So Abraham is not a name. Moshe is not a name. All of them. And this is why I say to the Christians, don't say that God have a name. Because he don't. When he described himself to Moses, he said to him, I am who I am, which means I am the one who exists by myself. I do not need anyone to make me exist. I am your Lord. And that's it. And then that Lord, he showed himself. He showed his ability, his power, and what he can do. Because anyone, he can say, I am who I am. Anyone even can say, I'm God. I can say it, you can say it. If Allah can say it, anyone can say it. So we don't follow a book of stupidity like the Quran, mean nothing. This is a very deep book. And the more you study it, the more you go really in depth, and you will be surprised. And it doesn't matter really how much you study. Like, you can be a farmer who do not know much, still you enjoy it and you love it. And you can be a person who studies so deep, and then you will enjoy it even more. Do we have any, Abdul want to say anything? And about translation, you know, any translation at the end of the day is a translation. Correct? Any translation, no matter what. And as long as it is a translation, it's not perfect. As long as it is translation, it is not perfect. So the one which is written by the church father, that is the book, is the source, and any translation does not match, we will reject it. And I assure you that there is no translation is perfect. Will never be. Because simply, you see, a translation always fit with culture, but doesn't fit with the original culture, which is this book written with. Like when you read in the book of John, the Logos. Logos is something very well known for those who are Greek, but for other nations, they don't know what does that mean. So for somebody who is a Greek who study philosophy, you do not need really to make introduction for it. But for someone else, you need to do introduction. So every book is written in different language, written in different way for a reason. Anyway, and remember, I am not a Bible scholar. I cannot claim to be even close. But the beautiful thing about our book, it's good for somebody who don't know much. It's good for somebody who knows a lot. This is why when they asked Jesus, why you speak in parables? Or what is the point of those parables? He made it clear so people they can understand, so he can open the eyes of people. So a person who is a farmer, he will enjoy it, he will love it, he will learn from it. A person who is a philosopher, he will go deep in it. A person who is a thinker, he will think it twice and three and four, and you will love it even more. So it doesn't matter how big your level, how high or how low, this book is book for everybody. Not like the stupid Quran, where we read a verse and then you will find there's a billion interpretation and none of the interpretation agree with the other interpretation. Every Muhammadan, he give you different interpretation. But if you go and read the parables of Jesus, you do not need interpretation of anyone. Jesus, he did not require you to have a PhD or to be a cleric or to be a scholar to understand a simple story. This is why he made them so simple. So you can be a person who never been in school, who don't even maybe know how to write your name. Still you love it and you enjoy it and you can practice the story. So we have, we have a huge difference between our book and their book. Same time, if you ask the Muslims, like if you go and search here in this book in front of us called Quran, it says Israel, but there is nowhere it says who is this guy Israel. Who is Israel? Ask any Muslim. Here we go. We have Muslims in the chat. Hey Muslims, who is Israel? Nowhere in this book it says who is this guy. Okay, how we will know then? If this is a book sent by God, shouldn't this God tell the people, especially they are not Jews, especially they have no idea what that word means, shouldn't he introduce, or let us say a good introduction? Suddenly in chapter 240 the name Israel appear. Okay, who is this guy? But if you go in the Bible, you will find there is an introduction. There's a story told by details. Who is this guy? Why his name changed? Where he is? Where he lived? Where he grew? What he did? Here, there's nothing. Who is this guy? And what Israel mean? You don't know why? Because this name is a theft. When Ahmad Didat was making a fun of this name, actually not a name, he was making fun of Jacob struggling with God. But the idiot, he just made fun of the Quran. Because those Abdul do not know that the word Israel mean struggle with God. The second you accept the name, that's when you accept the story. So when the Quran called Jacob Israel, without telling us who is Israel, that means the Quran accept that this person, he did what he did with God. Do you see how silly the stupid Quran is? If you ask the Muslim as an example, what the word Masih mean? Not a single Muslim knows. They give you actually the most funny answers. One of them is, the Messiah was called the Messiah because he have a flat feet. Have you ever heard of a stupid thing like this? Or because he used to wipe people with oil. Every Muslim cleric, he give you a different answer. Why? Because this is a name, is a stolen. They don't know what it mean. What Isa mean? Okay, what Maryam mean? They don't know. What David mean? They don't know. Abraham, even the word Satan, they don't. Do you even know where Satan is coming from? They don't know. As an example, the Quran says Iblis. Go check and see where's the word Iblis coming from. Why Allah he chose this word? It's a theft. In Arabic it says Iblis. Why Allah is calling him Iblis? Is that an Arabic name, the original name of Mr. Satan in Islam? Or this is a theft from other belief? Or the word shaitan, Satan. If this Quran, remember, this Quran supposedly is written before time. This Quran is written before we are all created. So those names proving Allah to be a fraud. Why Allah is saying that the book of Jesus is called Injil when Injil is a Greek word? Was Jesus sent to the Greek people? This is alone is enough to prove Quran is a fraud. Because the stupid Muhammad, he heard that the Christian, the Arabic Christian, they called the Bible Injil. But this is a Greek word for the Greek book. So the silly Muhammad, he said, okay, Allah, he sent down the Injil, but that will make a horrible problem because Muslims, they claim that Isa was sent to the Jews, the Hebrews. So why he was sent to the Hebrews and his book is in Greek? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you are sent to the German and your book in Chinese, the title of your book in Chinese. But the silly Muhammad, he did not understand that this word is a Greek word. And if you want to say that Isa was sent to the Jews, then he should come with better name, which is a Hebrew, because he was sent to the Jews. If you ask the Muslim what Torah mean, they don't know. Okay, Allah called it the Torah. Don't Allah knows what the Torah mean? Shouldn't Allah tell his prophet what the word Torah mean? When we say Torah, we don't know. So what this guy he knew? So everything in Islam is a theft. This is why we say to the Christians, remember carefully, there's no names really in the Bible. There's description of people. There is description of people. Every name belongs to a story, and every story belongs to a name. So when you say Yeshua, you don't mean a name, you mean something, a person, what he can do. When you say the Messiah, you are not even using a name, you are using a description of a title, of a glory, stuff he's going to do. When Muhammad, can you show us, just search for in Google, my friend. You want me to do everything for you? Search where the word Injil is coming from. This is a Greek word. And go and Google in 2 seconds. You want me to do everything for you? This is why you say Angelican Church. You say this is a Greek word. It's not a secret. Especially the Quran confirm that Allah, He never sent the messenger except in the tongue of His people. Never. And here you ask yourself, how Muhammad will be a messenger for all mankind, like in Indonesia or Pakistan or etc., when the Quran should be only for the Arab, because the Quran confirmed that we never send a messenger. Except in the tongue of his people. So what is the tongue of the people of Jesus? Greek? Based on this verse? And this is verse alone, by the way, full of stupidity, because isn't it the Quran says that Allah, He sent Moses to the Pharaoh? So do Moses have a Torah in the old Egyptian too? If Allah will never send a messenger except to a person from the people, was Moses from the Egyptian? He's not. Did he deliver a message in their language? What is the book in the language of the Egyptian? In this case, Moses was sent 2 messages, and he is from 2 nations. And not only that, the verse here says, then Allah mislead whom He wills, and He guide who He will. Do you see it? So Allah, He sent messengers with books, and then He mislead. So who is the devil? This guy, he is saying, I am representing, misinterpreting, okay. Stupid. So do you see the stupidity here? Does it say in the front of your eyes, then Allah mislead? So Allah, He sent to every nation a messenger, and then He mislead those people? How stupid is that? If Allah is the one who mislead the people, so who is the one who will guide them? Jesus. Are we following? If Allah is the one who mislead them, and this is the Muslim translation. In Arabic it says, فَيُضِلُّ اللَّهَ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. So Allah deceive who He wish, and He guide who He wish. فَيُضِلُّ اللَّهُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَيُهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. So Allah deceive who He will. Here in the Muslim translation saying mislead, which is not accurate, by the way. It is deceive. So Allah, He deceive who He will, and He guide who He will. So Allah, he deceived, Jesus, he guide. And how you can be the guide and the deceiver at the same time? And the funny, he is adding the word he mislead just after he saying I send messengers. All right. Anyone have a question? Yeah, exactly. What is the difference between Allah and Shaitan then? We just made a video a few days ago, spoke about, right? What is the difference between Shaitan and Allah? Nothing. Actually, according to the Quran, Shaitan himself is a victim of Allah. Read carefully. Look at the false translation. It says, because you have sent me astray, surely I will sit wait against them. The Muslim, they say Shaitan, he is talking. Alright? But in Arabic it says, قَالَ فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي. The word riwaya mean you drove me into lust. You tempted me with lust. Because you did that to me, I'm going to seek revenge from the people who worship you. So Shaitan is a victim. Shaitan himself is a victim. The one who sent him astray is Allah. Do you see it? Yeah, according to the Quran, Shaitan is a victim, as you see. Actually, Shaitan not only a victim, the Quran confirmed that Shaitan is a big victim, because Allah, he ordered the angels to bow down to Adam. Allah got upset from Shaitan, but Shaitan is not an angel in Islam. Shaitan is a genie. In Christianity, angel is not a demon, and he is not a genie. The Satan, I mean, he's a fallen angel. In Islam, no. In Islam, the Shaitan is a genie. So when the stupid Allah, he says in the Quran, he ordered all the angels to bow down, except Iblis, he refused. But Iblis is not an angel. Why he will bow down anyway? This is chapter 7, verse number 16. All right? I mean, the whole story is stupid. Look here. Look here. And when we said to the angels, bow down to Adam, okay, but you said that to the angels. Why Shaitan, he will bow down? It's like saying all cats say meow, and the dog, he refused. But he is not a cat, you said cats. Do you see the stupidity? You said all cats. What did the dog have to do with it? So Allah, he said to the angels, bow down. Shaitan, he refused. For a person who do not know that Shaitan is not an angel in Islam, you might get confused. You might think, okay, well, Satan is one of the angels. In Islam, he is not. In Islam, he is a genie. So why he should bow down? And the idea of bowing down, all of it is stupid. The Muslims, they say, in Islam, we've been taught to bow down only to God. Here we go. From the beginning, Allah himself is ordering angels to bow down to a sinner. His name is Adam. And why? Because they accuse Adam, he will do mischievement. Anyway, our video is getting longer and it's getting really late here. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope we learned something good. We are happy to our friend Muqtada, the one who called us. And I hope he did watch the video to explain to him about the names. My friend, we don't follow names. We follow God, and God is not a name. For there is no name can describe him. There is no name. The same as the Messiah, the Lord, no grave can contain him, and no cross can hold him. His glory is bigger than any names. We are not the Muslims who need we, and our God, he need we to make himself glorified. The Lord, he glorified himself by his act. Everything you see around you is a glorifying God. And the Lord, he says, the Father glorified the Son, and so the Son glorified the Father. It's not a name will glorify God. Otherwise, people, they can choose to themselves the best names ever you can imagine. But that will not glorify you. For names mean nothing unless you fit with them. And there's no human being fit with his name. All people, they've been given good names, but all of us, we are sinners. All of us. You call your son good, you call your son smart, you call him etc. But reality is not really, the names does not describe you. This is why in the Bible there's no names. There's description of life story, description of what those people will present. What is God preparing for us? In the same time, we have a free will. This is why the Lord, he says, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So it's up to you to do his will or not. So God, he prepared for us, prepare salvation. But still, it's up to us to accept or to reject. This Quran is just a stupid, silly book. Meaningless. God, he is ordering angels to bow down to a man. And why? Because they said this man is going to do mischievement, and it turned to be true, and Allah is wrong. And not only that, Allah, he accused angels to be liars. How come Allah did not kick the angels out of heaven? When the Quran says, tell me the names of those things if you are truthful, didn't Allah accuse the angels to be a bunch of liars? And if they are not truthful, so how the angels will deliver Quran to Muhammad? How somebody is not a truthful, you can trust him to deliver the Quran? Do you see it? In the top of that, this God who described the angels to be a bunch of liars, he punished Shaitan, but he is not the one who accused Adam he would do mischievement. He have nothing to do with the story. Which means Allah is not just. I mean, a person, his mouth is shut, he have nothing to do with the story of Adam. He did not accuse Adam of anything. Angels accuse Adam that he would do something bad. Allah, he taught the names of to Adam, and he asked them to tell him the names if they are truthful. And this is supposedly how he get them busted, which is very stupid. But the Shaitan is just not saying anything. He did nothing wrong. Allah ordered the angels to bow down. So why he is upset from Shaitan for not bowing down? The whole story is stupid. It's a chaos. It's a dummy. And then the angel who delivered the Quran is not as truthful as you see in the Quran. So how truthful the Quran is if the one who delivered the message is not truthful? Do you understand what I'm saying? Mr. Actorus Voga saying Christian Prince defend the Quran because he is Satan. My friend, it's your Quran defending the Quran. You're an idiot. It's your Quran saying that Allah, he misled Shaitan. It's your Quran saying that Shaitan is a victim of Allah. It's your Quran saying that Allah, he ordered angels to bow down to a human. And not only just a human, he is a sinner. His name is Adam. And he was kicked out from heaven. And not only that, your stupid God, when Shaitan, he refused to bow down, Allah kicked him out of heaven. He kicked him out of heaven. Then how Shaitan, he came back? Read carefully. When Allah, he ordered angels to bow down, and Shaitan, he refused. It was after Allah, he kicked Shaitan out of heaven. How Shaitan get back? Any Muslim can tell me? Chapter 7, verse number 13. Because Shaitan, he refused to bow down, Allah, he said to him, get out, get down. Okay, so now he's get down. Can you know, when Allah, he says be, is going to be, right? So Allah, he said to him, get down. Did Shaitan get down? Go down 3 verses, you will see Shaitan is still in heaven. Because after Allah, he kicked him out, Shaitan, he whispered to Adam and Eve, where in heaven? This is the book of God. How he said to him, get down. And then how after that he went to Adam and Eve in heaven to deceive them. Any Muslim can tell us? Maybe when Allah, he ordered Shaitan to get down, Shaitan, he did not. He told him, I'm going to sue you in the court. Maybe he said to him, get lost. Isn't you Muslim? He says, if Allah wants something to happen, he say, be is going to be. But as you see, Allah, he said to him, get down. Not only get down, actually, he said to him, get down, and he said, ukhruj minha. He cursed him with shame. And then after Allah, he ordered Shaitan to get down. Then Allah, he says to Adam and Eve to go and live in heaven. And then suddenly Shaitan is in heaven again. Do you see what happened when you have a stupid author? I mean, the guy is out. How he get inside the heaven? Especially the heaven of Islam is in the sky. It's literally in the sky. Shaitan now is in the earth. How Shaitan went back? If you remember the story of Muhammad and the angel Jibreel, there's 7 doors and 7 gates, and they will ask you, where are you going? And the Quran says, if Shaitan tried to go out of the heaven, Allah will shoot him. Yeah, well, the Muslim, they believe that the genie, there's genie, they are actually, this is a topic we should mention maybe in different video, different topic. But Muhammad, in his book, he have a big poo-poo. When Muhammad, he said that his God said, are you going to follow Shaitan and his children's? his kids. But he kicked only one shaitan from the heaven. Hey Muslims, how many shaitan Allah kicked from heaven? So how shaitan he got babies now? You see, Adam, he was kicked out with Eve. Iblis was kicked alone. There's only one genie was kicked out from heaven. His name is Iblis. So now in the earth we have one genie. His name is Iblis. So how the Quran says he have babies now? And here you will see the Muslims, they start their innovation. So they say that Allah, he created the penis in the right thigh of the leg of shaitan, and he created the vagina in the left thigh of shaitan. Then he shake his legs and he put this inside that, and he do nikah to himself. And then he lay 10 eggs, and then from every egg there's 70 male shaitan and female shaitan, they come out. And I challenge any Muslim to say I'm lying. All of this story is made up just to cover the stupidity here that shaitan have babies. Stop lying. Why you don't call me and challenge me? Actoros. Guys, in front of everybody, why this guy don't call me and challenge me to show it? Actually, even your prophet, he agree, you know, he said that the shaitan, he lay eggs. Don't you know? Here we go. Look at the translation. They took away the word eggs. In Arabic it says فيها بعض الشيطان وفرخ. In here it's gone. There is no eggs. There's no eggs are coming out. There's no babies coming from the eggs. You see this? You see the corruption? Unbelievable. If you copy, let me do this just to show you how the Muslims try to hide the madness of their stupid prophet. We will use Google translation. All right. So remember, the one in the left is the Muslim translation. The one in the right is the Arabic, the original. What I would do, click translate. Let us see, does it say that shaitan, he lay eggs? Right. Don't be the first to enter the market. Oh, what happened? Why it went back to Arabic? Translate. There we go. Don't be the first to enter the market, or the last one, because the shaitan eggs, the devil eggs, they give their chick. Do you see it? But where in Arabic it says, in English translation it says that it's gone. It's gone. There's no lay eggs. There's no chick. There's nothing. This is why it's very important, if we're going to fight this garbage religion, you need to know Arabic, because their translation is a lie. Is nothing but a lie. And the one who is saying to me, stop lying, you can call me right now, before we leave, and challenge me to show you the reference. And I will make you read it yourself. Right? Yeah, I guess we have Abdul. You know, the Muslims, what is lovely about them, you talk about tomatoes, the Muslims, they try to change the topic. They are so desperate to change the topic because it is very embarrassing. Like we have a guy, he called himself Isaiah. Isaiah, why you don't call me and ask me the question about the Bible? Isaiah 40. First of all, you are a Muslim. Don't come here with such a name. You don't even know what Isaiah means. Same time, potato. Why you don't call me right now and ask me the same question you just gave in the chat? And I will make everybody laugh at you. Is that fair, guys? Why you cannot be a hero and call me right now and tell me the verse you want to talk about from the Bible? And everybody will laugh at you in 2 seconds. He mentioned that in the Bible speak about the edge of the earth. It's in your Quran, you donkey. The pillars of the heaven, it's in your Quran, you donkey. When they try to make fun of you, those are idiots. They do not know what they have in their books. Are you there? It is Allah who raised the heaven without pillar that you can see. Meaning it has pillar, but you cannot see. And you can read the interpretation. According to the Quran, there's a mountain, it's an azure mountain surrounding the earth, and the color of the sky is take the color from it. According to the stupid Quran, Allah, He left up the heaven in the top of pillars that we cannot see, and He placed mountains in the top of the earth. Do you see it? Every single statement of those is a disaster. According to the Quran, the sky was in the top of the earth and Allah, He lifted up. But is the sky really lifted up? Who is the stupid when I believe in this? We are inside the space and the sky is not lifted up. Who is holding the sky from falling us? Allah. Chapter 22, verse number 65. So Allah, He lifted up the sky, and now He is holding the sky from falling us. Who is will hold the heaven from falling on the earth except by His permission? Why? Because in different verse in the Quran, Muhammad, he says that the sky is a roof. The Muslim will say to you, oh, this is the atmosphere, Abdul, and that roof is where is the stars. And when Allah, He says protected roof, He's talking about if shaitan, he tried to go out of the earth or a human, Allah will shoot his ass with fire. The same verse, the Muslim, they say this is about atmosphere. Why Jesus enjoyed to be kissed by a woman? Well, Rose Yoga, you are a son of Muta, and we don't have such a verse in the Bible. Get out of here. Go and follow the Muta prophet. Where in the Bible it says women, they were kissing Jesus? Filthy son of Muta. You Muslim, you know, those people, they have no dignity. They are so angry, they can't refute us, and they fabricate lies. Even your stupid Quran, chapter 19, verse 19 says Jesus is holy. Even your stupid donkey Quran. When the angel came to Mary, he says, I am here to give you the glad tidings of a holy son. So why you are a filthy, trashy person? You are angry. I understand. You cannot refute us. I understand. You try to change the topic. I understand. But as you see, your religion is a garbage. And we have our Skype open for the last how many hours? Not a single Muslim dare to call me to debate me. Why? Because you know that you have the most stupid cult ever. Otherwise, your Muslim will be lined up to call me. If I am a person who have blue eyes, I don't speak Arabic, I am not an Arab, I am an American or a British, you Muslim will be calling me like crazy. But in front of me, you are terrified. You are terrified. So you are willing to insult a person. You Muslim claim that you respect him, that he's a prophet. It was your prophet who women they are. Actually, I can't say women kissing him. He is filthy. Nobody want to kiss him. He was forcing women to sleep with him. When Muhammad, he tried to force a decent woman to sleep with him, do you know what she said to him? A queen like me will go with a filthy like you? If you don't believe me, search it right now in Google. Or call me right now to show it to you. She described him as a suqa. A suqa. Not only filthy, the garbage of the garbage of the garbage of the society. Imagine how brave this woman is. She refused to sleep with this filthy man. No. Not only that, do you know that Muhammad, he have a wife, she left Islam, and she moved with someone, he is a Christian? Do you know that? Do you know that one of the wives of Muhammad, she left Islam, and she went with, she ran away with the guy who is a Christian? I mean, what a shame. The wife of Muhammad leaving Islam and she is going with the man, he is a Christian. Can you believe it? The more you read about this mad Muhammad, the more you see how much people they hated him, disrespected him, and women they are running away from him. Yes, exactly. She left with a Christian dude. She left with a Christian dude and she married him. I mean, there's tons of information. You know, you see, when you sit with me here, you have to give me a reason to talk about things. Otherwise, we can repeat the same things. I mean, tomorrow we can say this, you know. You have to, like, I am like a library, and you need to touch the book. Or give me a reason to open the book. So, this is why you hear things you never maybe heard before. Yeah. Well, they say that she did not, you know, but anyway, what you can say. Do we have any Abdul? Any Muhammadan? There's tons of stories. They bring nothing but shame to Muhammad. Let us look in Skype. Somebody's asking, what is the name of the women she took, her name is Qatila. This is one of the, actually there's many stories, but you know, this is one of them. Her name is Qatila bint Qais. But there's more stories of more women. Obviously, they run away from Muhammad. According to the Muslims, this woman Qatila, she even married the son of Abu Jahl. And the other women, let me try to remember the name. I'm trying to remember. Let me search. This woman, she went to... Okay. You see, sometimes, like, you know, the name just fly from your head. But maybe, like, just remind me next time, and we will try to find it. There's tons of stories about this filthy man, Muhammad. The Dawah team, my friend, those Dawah team, is that the same, the F Dawah? We made a video, we show everybody how they are a bunch of kids. However, listen, if any Muslim from any Islamic channel, they go live, and they are willing to take my call when I am live, I will be happy to do so. What do you think, guys? I'll let everybody laugh. All what they need, give us your Skype, and I will call you. Team, half team, full team, we will make them shish kebab. All right? So guys, women, they were kissing Jesus by kissing his feet. Yeah, Abdul, you just prove to us that Jesus being worshipped. Because people don't kiss feet of a human unless they are worshipping them. If those are a human like them. So she kissed his feet. She's worshipping him. She's not kissing Jesus. You are a stupid son of Mut'a, like your prophet. And the Muslim, they say to you, where Jesus said, I am God, worship me. Where he said that? As you see, Jesus being worshipped wherever he go. When a person enter your house and you bow down in front of him, and not only you bow down, you kiss his feet, that is not only an act of worship. That is an act of a person who is willing to obey his Lord for no matter what. It is the true submission to God. So when the Muhammadan, they say to you, where Jesus said, I am God, worship me, they are posting the verses for us. A woman, she wanna kiss a man, she will not kiss his feet. A woman who was worshipping Jesus is bowing down in front of him and kissing his feet. And me, myself, I will be so honored to be that person who is kissing the feet of Jesus. It's a dream. I wish I was there. So while we Christians, we were kissing the feet of Jesus, Muhammad, he was asking women to give their vagina to him. Muhammad was making verses. Any believing woman, she want to offer herself to the Prophet. So the filthy you, because you are filthy like your Prophet, even the act of worship, you made it sexual. You're filthy. When the Quran and the interpretation says, if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her, so the Prophet can have her immediately. That is your Prophet. That is your Prophet. When your Quran says that any believing woman, she offer herself to the Prophet to if her, and the Muslim they like to say to marry her, and it says it's a privilege only to you. What kind of God he give a privilege to a man to if women? And this is a privilege. Do you see the stupidity? A privilege? Isn't it obvious that this is made by the filthy Muhammad, giving himself a privilege about sex? Why a person serving God, he need a privilege for sex? You tell me. Isn't it enough that all the women he have already? Why he need more? Privilege? There's a video made by a Muslim says, well, the Prophet, what he got from this? He was suffering. The Prophet was fighting everybody. He was suffering. He was suffering. Look at the suffering. He got the fifth of the booty, the fifth of Allah, the fifth of Muhammad. He got the best of the booty, the biggest screen TV, the best of the women from the booty, which means beautiful women. And the top of that, any woman, she can offer herself to sleep with Muhammad. And it is a privilege to you. And the top of that, Abdul, if you try to insult Jesus, that means you are insulting your stupid Quran, because your stupid Quran confirmed that Jesus is holy. Did Allah make a mistake? Look like he did. Because while your stupid Quran saying that Jesus is holy, the stupid you is spending his day trying to prove not. So which one of you is saying the truth? Do you see it? Any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan can explain to us why Jesus is holy in the Quran and Muhammad is sinner? Here we go. I will put the two verses next to each other. And not only that, Allah is asking other God, his name is Allah, wishing that he will forgive the sin of Muhammad. Chapter 48, verse number 2. Forgive your community. What community? Look at this guy. The sin of Muhammad became your community. that is different level of a scam. Who is the translator? Hold on. Shakir. Forgiving the sin of Muhammad became forgiving your community. That's deep. That is truly deep, brother. We changed the translator. Look what happened. Look what happened. We just changed the translator. May Allah forgive your sin in the past and the future. The word sin became community. Nice community, brother. Right? Any Muhammadan? Nobody? Okay, look like we are out of, we are not getting lucky, but it's okay. Well, somebody, he says, remember, Jesus did not say to the women to bow down. Okay, so? But Jesus, he did not say to her, don't bow down. He did not even stop her. She already bowed down in front of him. And not only that, Jesus, he spoke to Simon, and he said to him, do you see this woman? I came to your house. You did not even give me water to wash my feet. But she made my feet wet by her tears. So this woman, she is not only bowing down, she's bowing down and she is crying. And then Jesus, he said to her, go and your sin is forgiven. So Jesus here, not only the women, she bowed down to worship him, crying with tears, Jesus, he said to her, your sin is forgiven. The Quran says, and who forgives sin except Allah? Who forgives sin except Allah? But as you see, chapter 48, verse number 2, Allah cannot forgive sin. He's asking other Allah to forgive sin of Muhammad, wishing. But if we go in the Bible, let me open those verses. And you can read. And then he turned to the women and said unto Simon, see this women, I entered into your house, and you did not even give me water, or even to wash my feet. But she has washed my feet with her tears. And she wiped them with her hair. So the Muslim, when he say what he is saying, he is just being a fraud. The woman, she is bowing down in front of the Lord, crying and weeping, seeking forgiveness. And how we will know that this is the main purpose? Read carefully. He said to him, you gave me no kiss, but this woman, since I came, she kissed my feet. So she cried over his feet. She bowed down in front of him, obviously. And she is weeping, and her tears is all over his feet. And then he said to this woman, he said to her, your sin is forgiven. This is what she is begging for. The Jews, when they saw this woman, she is doing that, they said, if this person is a prophet, because this is what they wanted to see Jesus, he should know that this woman is a sinner. And then the Jews right away, they said, who is this person who is forgiven also sin? So while Jesus was forgiving sin of people, Allah was asking other Allah, wishing Muhammad's sin to be forgiven in the past and in the future. Do you see it? So this is our Lord, my friend, and this is your Lord. Your Lord is asking other Lord, maybe It may forgive your sin, may. Jesus did not say, may the Lord forgive your sin. Jesus said to her, go and your sin is forgiven. And the Jews, they said to themselves right away, who is this person who also forgives sin? So I'm very grateful for the Muslim who mentioned this verse, because here you see that you have to be truthful from your heart. You have to worship the Lord. You have to wipe his feet with your tears, the tear of repent. And the Lord, he is loving. He is merciful. The same as you wipe his feet with your tears, he will wipe your sin, because you are repenting from your heart. So those verses not only showing us how amazing the authority of Jesus over sin, which means over hell and heaven, because the one who forgives sin is the only one who is in charge of hell and heaven. The one who forgives sin is God himself, because all sin is made against God, no matter what kind of sin. And nobody have the right to forgive a sin of a man except God himself. On the other hand, we see the God of Islam, he cannot even forgive the sin of Muhammad. He's making a wish. So with those great verses from the Bible, I want to say to you, thank you all for being here. Feel free to cut this video, make it shorter as you wish, make topics as you wish. Don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, Arabian Prophet, because we will start going there soon. And this channel here will be going to sleep for some time. So if you don't see us here, remember we will be in the Arabian Prophet channel. I want to say thank you, and I pray to the Lord that all the Muslims who they are angry because the truth is making them angry. I say to you, this is a good sign. Be angry because you feel that you are following a false prophet from your heart. Be angry, for anger is a clear sign that you are in disability. My Skype is open for many hours, not even one of you there to call me, prove me wrong. Why? Because you know I am not wrong. Otherwise you will never stop calling to bring victory to Allah. But you know that your Allah is fake and you cannot bring victory for him. Maybe you can do it by terror. But you, my friend, the Bible says, fear not, and we fear no one. Fear not. We don't fear. Jesus said clearly, fear not those who destroy the body, but fear those who destroy the soul. Always we will be victorious. Even when we are dead, we are victorious. For we are following the Messiah, and you are following a child molester. How in the world even you accept such a man to be your best man? If this is your best man, so who is the worst of you? What a disgusting cult. Thank you. God bless you all, and see you soon again. Christ is Lord, and Islam is a scam, and we prove it every day. Thank you.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.